Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai, ki Dunedin. Welcome into the Edgar Centre in Dunedin for the Sky Broadband Rapid League and an exciting doubleheader for your Sunday afternoon. I am Taylor Johnson, and joining me is New Zealand basketball legend Casey Frank. Casey, what can we expect from this game?
Well, it's certainly going to be a uphill slog for this Kāhu team who's trying to find their first win of the season. You see the numbers there. They have not gotten that first win yet. The Hoiho have played good basketball, a little bit underwater in terms of the points percentage, but had a great hit out last time around. So it's the size of this Hoiho squad against this young Kāhu team that really just needs to find some aggression in today's game to get onto the winning ways for the first time this season.
They played on Friday, went down, so they're feeling fresh. They just played recently, so they're hoping to get the win over the Hoiho, but they lost to them in round 2, I believe, but at home. So this is the return serve to see if they can change their fortunes. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for the visitors. Schroeder, Tauihi, Morton, Jones, Teddy and Anderson. Look, they've got good experience in this Rapid League team.
And some good size as well. Morton Jones, I think, is certainly the leader of that squad. Schroeder has proven her worth as a junior player, as is Tauihi. But it's making these pieces come together and fit on the court. Justine Reed, the coach, is certainly trying to get this team playing together to a higher level than they have up to this point of the season.
Kāhu playing in the sky blue, and now the Hoiho. I'm loving this kit from the Hoiho. Richards, Gallagher, Paiwai, Langton and Pavihi. And if you're looking for experience, look no further than Samara Gallagher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Zoe Richards and Samara Gallagher together. That's what real experience looks like. And the kit is fantastic, inspired by the Aurora Australis. That's down there. You can see it quite good at certain times of the year down in Dunners.
I've never seen it. I'd love to see it when it's available. The Chemist Warehouse stats ahead of the game. They're head-to-head. 3-point field goal percentage for the Kāhu, not looking too flash.
Well, these are the 2 lowest scoring teams in the league, and 2 of the best shooting teams that we've had yet this season. When you look at that points allowed, though, the Kāhu actually the worst defensive team than the Hoiho are at the moment. So it's going to be trying to see which team can lift up that shooting percentage from deep as we see the young fan come out and give the ball to the right ref. Well done.
And the coolest thing is that at the Edgar Centre, if you are the ball boy or the ball girl, you get a fancy backpack to take to school the next day.
I'm still trying to figure out what goes in that backpack, because that thing is chock-up.
Hopefully a whole lot of goods from night and day.
There it is. There it is.
I'm not impartial to a hot dog from night and day.
I'm a big fan of a Jimmy's Pie down on the South Island.
Oh, yeah. So first possession will be with the Kāhu in the light blue.
Schroeder really likes getting back to that left hand, but unable to do so there. Nice defense by the Hoiho, but Asia Anderson on the spot to pick it up.
Schroeder just 18 years old, a very, very clinical player, and she knocks down a triple.
She's got that Jimmy. That stroke is on point. Got to be in that no-fly zone. Steps up, the lefty knocks it down with ease, and a great start for a Kāhu team that had been struggling from deep.
The accuracy was the biggest thing that hurt them when we did their game last week. Let's see if the Hoiho can return serve. It was blocked by Tauihi, so they will get to inbound the ball, the Hoiho.
Tauihi with the big block comes over. Nice help there, taking away the Eva Langton drive. Gives something for the Hoiho offensive players to think about.
Gallagher gets it out, and it's well short on the 3-ball attempt, but who's there? None other than Zoe Richards. And again, another O-board, and the reverse from Miss Gallagher.
Back and forth we go, chasing it down. This has been a thorn in the side of the Kāhu Rapid League team and the Tauihi squad. Got to get some rebounds, didn't get them there.
Schroeder drove to the basket, but just didn't get the kiss off the glass that she had wanted. So Sammy Gallagher gets it out.
Oh, out of bounds. Unfortunate for Langton there. Didn't have great court awareness, unfortunately. Might have been thinking that Gallagher was going to start for the drive. Instead, she gets the ball, and the unforced error sends possession back to the Kāhu.
It's remiss of us to talk about Richards and Gallagher, not the experience of Langton as well in this team. He won 2 titles, one with the Fire and one with the Queens, and now down south.
And also, she's played the most games of anyone in Rapid League history. So she is certainly the most experienced Rapid League player out there. Morton Jones can't get the bounce.
So 3-2 at the moment. Just one bucket apiece. Richards to Gallagher. Langton frees herself. Just trying to find some space in this defence. It's smothering at the moment. Langton lets one rip.
Not a lot of penetration for the Hoiho early in this game. Look to see if the Kāhu can keep that painted area clear.
Well, Morton Jones couldn't quite connect there with Tini.
She gets connected off Langton's defense and collects a couple of scrapes on the floor. Ball stays with the Kāhu.
Discipline was a big issue for the Kāhu team the last time these two sides met.
Remember early in the season, Abby Curtin was playing for this Kāhu Rapid League squad. They've lost her experience. She's moved to the starting lineup.
Yeah, she was influential, the biggest scorer in the Tauihi game on Friday for the Kāhu team.
Tini draws the foul. Shot clock running down, but really good awareness. Didn't get rushed, stayed in her move, used the up fake, takes the bump and heads off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now to extend the slender lead. Keely Tini off to the stripe.
Can't get the first one, so we're over halfway in this first quarter of the Rapid League game. If you're new to Rapid League, it is 4 4-minute quarters.
I wonder if the DJ took a break. might be Smoko. To go out, take some time off. It's the squeaks and squeals of the basketball court providing the atmosphere at the moment.
Do not forget that we do have a double header after this. It is the Tauihi match. For now, we have the Skyball game Rapid League game. Richards.
Interesting set there.
And good ball movement too. You said there wasn't a lot of penetration and you got it.
Yeah, they created it off the drive there. I really like that activity in moving into the handoff, giving Tia Pavihi the chance to curl that right into the teeth of the defense. Take another look at it. It was actually going Pavihi the whole time, but Elena Paiwai kind of chased along and turned it into a double handoff. Confused the defense, confused this commentator, and 2 points for the Hoiho.
So he worked her way up in the local club scene. Oh, just too much on the pass from Schroeder. Couldn't get Asia Anderson.
She's thinking the game the right way, though. You know, the young point guard understands she's got to try and get that in, but you have to try and lob that in there. The frozen rope pass going straight, just a little bit out of Anderson's reach.
Pai White manages to get the ball to the left corner where Eva Langton is, but the ball is taken by Morton Jones. Schroeder decides just to calm things down and takes it beyond the perimeter.
Good transition defense there by the Hoiho. Did a nice job of getting back in numbers in front of the offensive squad.
Good bounce pass down. Asia Anderson with the uncontested three.
Got to get it up. Shot clock going down. The shot by Anderson didn't hit the rim. And unfortunately, Morton Jones tracked it down, but didn't realize that there had been no reset to 14. Good effort on the glass goes unrewarded, and a chance for the Hoiho to take the lead here.
Just over 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. There goes Paiwai to the basket and executes.
Back-to-back possessions with penetration. Really lifting the Hoiho offensive execution and efficiency levels at the death of this first quarter.
Kāhu, about a few seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen and it is finished down the other end by Pavihi.
She's come out and made a real big impact. Fantastic defense, a couple of buckets, and suddenly it's the Hoiho in control.
The 19-year-old's looking pretty promising, as is that shot from the Kāhu. Well, they almost went into the first quarter break, 8-4, and now they're only down by 1.
A huge shot by Asia Anderson. You know, if you're looking for a bucket as a Kāhu fan, you want it in her hands. She lets it fly and tickles the twine for 3. As the buzzer goes off, a big shot to give the Kāhu a little bit of that momentum back in their hands. Question is, can they build on it moving into the second quarter? neither team has really found a ton of penetration. The Hoiho, at the end of that term, starting to get there a little bit easier. They found their appetite for the basket. And speaking of finding your appetite, $35 for a large Nana pizza doesn't get better than that if you like the basil or the basil, whichever way you want to go. Assist2025 is the online code. Scan that QR code on your phone if you prefer. Otherwise, use that online if you're on the interwebs typing away. Valid until Wednesday the 22nd of October. $35 from Styles.
I love those kind of pizzas because when there's a bit of green on top, it makes me feel better when I'm eating it. I'm like, yeah, it's green.
It's like a salad.
It's good for me.
Well, we might have to use the internet to look that up. And if we're going to use the internet to look things up, nothing better than Sky Broadband. Fiber started from $55 a month for the first 12 months. Visit skybroadband.co.nz or call 09-525-5555.
Into the second quarter in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Langton has Jones on her. Just looking for some options here. Gallagher has gone 5 from the three-point line and kept him by Morton Jones. Well defended as well there by Gallagher. Just got her hand in the passing lane. Too easy.
Yeah, Tuolave didn't have a great angle there. It was going to be difficult, as we have a little bit of a shot clock issue, so that's going to be Hoiho possession on the sideline. Still 8-7. Nice save by Morton Jones. Ignited that transition opportunity, but unfortunately couldn't get the numbers to finish, could the Kāhu.
21-year-old Tauihi gets it to Langton, and then Tuilave almost stole it off. Balance shot from Sammy Gallagher.
Things have been falling Sammy's way here in the first half. It's always better to be lucky than good because it's just falling into her lap, dropping layups in and shooting the Jimmy there. 4-point lead, Hoiho.
Schroeder wants to return, and she goes back with them.
Nice recognition by Schroeder there. Paiwai, as the defender goes underneath the screen, Schroeder reads it well and takes it, and now it's steal.
Oh, this could put them in the lead for the first time. No, they can't get there. Just push too much on there, and good aggressiveness on defense from Asia Anderson.
Well, nice push by the Kāhu. They've had a couple of opportunities in transition, but haven't been able to convert on them.
Well, the Kāhu haven't scored any two-pointers. It's been 3 three-pointers and a free throw, so no real luck inside. Paiwai fired the shot through to Abby Harris, but she couldn't reel that one in. It collected a couple of fingertips from the Kāhu players and just changed the trajectory. Tuilave. A whole lot of height for this team. Schroeder feeds that pass back into Tuilave, turns and shoots, and again can't connect inside the paint.
Nice deep post catch, more deliberate offense there. I like the way they're working through things. Gallagher's not working through nothing though.
She's feeling hot this afternoon.
Light it up, knock it down. There come the horns because Gallagher is on fire here in the first.
Langdon managed to get a hand to that one. The ball movement is good. Outside, here goes Tuilave. Morton Jones collected it on the fly, but got fouled on the floor.
Sammy Gallagher, 8 points already.
Not on the floor.
2 rebounds for Gallagher. She is putting together a first half here.
Jones, shoot 2.
As Morton Jones gets off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. A little bit of help from the free throw line is exactly what the Kāhu need.
Morton Jones got married, obviously. She was Golding before this, if you're wondering. She looks really familiar.
Did take me about a game to get used to it. A few mistakes. Mistakes were made, I apologize.
Gallagher. Oh, Asia Anderson with the steal.
Checks back in, instant impact. Had that big 3 at the end of the first, and now the steal. Looks like she's going to be on the rim soon, too.
Yeah, got past Baby. Morton Jones back to Anderson and make that 2 triples in the game.
Good reads by both Morton Jones and Anderson there. Nice drive. The kick ahead, the block. I thought Asia Anderson might have gotten that, but instead we're off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as Tia Pavihi snuck out. Just creeps along. Helena Paiwai with a nice kick. Good finish. Attempt at the rim, doesn't get it, but off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Great vision to be able to see Pavihi on the fly.
Asia Anderson and Emma Schroeder leading the way for the Kāhu, 6 points apiece. And it's Pavihi with her 5th point on that attempt from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, who's in strong support of Sammy Gallagher with 8 points.
Remember that the Kāhu are still chasing their first win in both the Rapid League and the Tauihi.
That's tough. that does not make for a fun start to the season.
No.
You know, it's, normally if you can get one going well, at least you can lean on that a little bit. But the Rapid League champions from a season ago, the Kāhu squad led by Steph Bairstow. And that was Asian contingent, that FIBA Asian contingent out of Australia did so well. Not the same, a younger team struggling to find the dubs this year.
Asia Anderson decided not to go against the height of Richards. And she gives up the foul too, so Tuilave.
Tuilave was under a lot of pressure there from Paiwai. Despite the size mismatch, it made it pretty difficult to get that dribble around. Zoe Richards comes over to commit the double team on the spin move, but just a bit too much physicality. Sends Tuilave to the line.
Well, they're in touching distance. They're only down by 2.
Just a bucket the difference. If she makes this one here, just a single point will be the margin. Unfortunate for the Kāhu that couldn't get either of those to drop.
Kāhu wants to go quickly downhill. Richards with a mid-ranger. Let that one go quite quickly. Had a bit of time.
But I like the 2 for 1. You know, they're certainly going to get another opportunity here, and possibly sooner than you think with the mistake.
Pavihi bounce pass through to Langton, gets it back. And gets her own rebound too.
Oh, didn't have the angle there, still gets it back.
And this is the issue for the Kāhu, the defensive rebounds. Going all right. Oh, she gets a bit of a shove in the back there, does Schroeder.
Well, how about this Hoiho squad on the offensive glass? They are attacking the boards. I've had a couple of possessions where they got 3 opportunities. This time it actually goes wanting. The Kāhu continuing to fight. But unfortunately, not getting a great number of those rebounds back, but right back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. So we're here going to see if Schroeder can't tie this ball game up from the line.
Well, this is the only place the points are coming from for the Kāhu. It's beyond the arc, the 3-point shot, or from the free throw line. They still have not got any 2-point goals.
4 out of 5 from deep. And 0 for 4 inside the arc right now.
Make it make sense, Casey Frank.
Well, it makes a little bit of sense. You know, this is one of the smallest teams in the league. They don't have a lot of size. As we see the BNZ player timeout being called by the Hoiho, who actually called a little bit early. That's going to leave them 14 seconds on the shot clock. Wanted to probably just let that work down a little bit so they wouldn't have to give it back. But the Kāhu now, unless they give up another offensive rebound, which is a distinct possibility, they will be getting the ball back. Look for the Hoiho to get the ball in the hands of Paiwai and just roll this shot clock all the way down before getting some on-ball action late.
Tie game here. At the moment, Richards gets it to Paiwai. Tries to look for the pick and roll.
You got a timeout, they want to call it. Well done by Keely Tinney. Recognizes that, now 5 seconds left. And despite not being super impressive inside the arc, they've got a chance to take the lead here with a nice possession. Asia Anderson taking control of this tunnel, talking about what they're going to do. Really key here to have great execution. This is winning time. Tie ball game, 5 seconds left. You've got possession on the sideline. When it comes down to the death of the game, and it's 1 point in this direction, 1 point in that, these are the plays that decide it. It is so important to close and open quarters. with a lot of effort and intensity. Let's see if the Kāhu can't take control here.
The Kāhu with 2 seconds left. Asia Anderson looking for her third triple, doesn't get there. So we're all square at 16 apiece in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here on your Sunday afternoon.
And that is the half. Both teams taking a BNZ player timeout. Of course, now at halftime, we'll discuss the stats a little bit, certainly in the favor early on of the Hoiho. They've got 6 more shots than the Kāhu right now, but it doesn't matter on the score sheet because they're all tied up. Leading score is 8 apiece for Schroeder and Gallagher. Asia Anderson and Tia Pavihi backing up well with 6 each onto the glass, where we have a 10-6 advantage overall in favor of the Hoiho. And that's why you see those numbers right there. It's 5 rebounds total. The other rebound was a team rebound that goes out of bounds. Assists, Kāhu doing a nice job of distributing the basketball. 5 assists, which is difficult to have since they have 4 buckets. There might be an extra one in there. 1 block for Tuolave. There we see the steals. 3 apiece for both squads overall. Turnovers 5 each for each squad, but haven't seen either team really completely take control of this game yet. The Hoiho, of course, playing fantastic defense inside the arc. The Kāhu have no answers yet inside the painted area, but they are 4 from 6 from beyond the arc and 4 of 8 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. That's why we're tied up right now in this one.
What do you think was discussed in the Hoiho camp?
Well, Hoiho camp, I think it's about staying on the glass, staying aggressive. But guess what we need to guard? The 3-point line. Don't foul and get shooters out there. If we can do those things, this is a game that we should control down the stretch. And conversely for the Kāhu, it's something they've heard a lot of times this season. It's get on the glass. Take away those second chance opportunities. Do a better job of boxing out, and we'll be in much better stead to try and walk away with the first win of the Sky Broadband Rapid League season.
I think the other thing for the Kāhu too is it's also a mental battle, because they know they're chasing their first win, and sometimes the decision making isn't the greatest when you get a bit desperate.
We're halfway through the first half. That crew there, they had 7 beers in front of the 3 Wood boys. They're putting in some work over there.
The Sunday session is all going
in.
Edgar Centre.
Hey, if you're going to be in the hospital box, use it well.
Oh, and shooting it well is Schroeder.
Schroeder stops and pops. Another triple. She's read that on-ball screen really well today, and now she is on double figures with 11.
Richards gets it to Gallagher. The zone D at the moment working for the Kāhu, coming up with the steal. There's Tini. Asia Anderson now trying to bring it up court, looking for a fast break opportunity. Morton Jones is fouled, so they'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and that's better play from the Kāhu.
Well, a nice little wrinkle defensively by the Kāhu, going to that zone, you know, looking to rebound better as a collective with that setup, and then forcing in transition. Love the unselfishness of this team. Probably just a half beat, I think, slow in the decision making right now, but still able to get Mary Morton Jones back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where she can increase this 3-point lead. Misses the first. And some of the missed opportunities at the Chemist Warehouse drive right now are weighing on this Kāhu squad. It would be a much bigger lead if they had a little bit more of their eye in. Back-to-back misses for Morton Jones.
Yeah, they've left 6 points at the basket when it comes to the free throw line. Hoiho through Richards. Oh, Pavihi. Yeah, you can see Langton was posting up. She has the height advantage over Anderson, but they're going to kick it out to Sim Gallagher again. Is that a 4-point play?
I think she sprained her ankle as well. She came down. Tinny closes the space there and doesn't give Gallagher a landing zone. So Gallagher actually lands on the foot, and we'll take another look at it. Nice find by Langton, closing the gap, and you see that foot by Tinny just come underneath the landing zone. Not a lot of contact, but you have to give that shooter the landing zone. Good call there. Gallagher, 11 points. Can we make it 12? We cannot.
I think it's you. I think it's you at the moment. Every time you're predicting it, it doesn't happen. Stop.
It's a question. That's not a prediction.
Richards.
Oh, she loves that footwork.
Just go underneath.
Fantastic footwork. She's such a physically strong player in that block that if leaning one way as a defender opens the opportunity for the step through. And you almost see the turnover forced there, but it stays with the Kāhu. Nice defense by Abby Harris, who's brought a lot of energy into this Hoiho lineup today.
Harris and Tauihi both studying teaching in Otago.
Foul call on Eva Langton.
Always a fantastic place to play little hoops, get an education. Of course, a few of the major centers around New Zealand with the hoops professional teams. You got that ability.
Morton Jones this time has Ryan.
They really needed those free throws. Obviously, with Gallagher completing that 4-point play, retaking the lead. And still leaving a couple more on the table than you'd like.
Yeah, they're 5 from 12 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. But the Kāhu, and it might come back to bite them if they don't get the win here. Looking for their first. Harris out to her classmate Tauihi, and crashing the boards were the Hoiho.
Didn't see who took Tinny down, but must have been a Hoiho. I actually thought it might have been a little bit of friendly fire. But either way, possession stays with the visitors. 2 free throws. I would have thought that would be a player control foul on the shot. Not a foul away from the basketball, but I am incorrect. And now it looks like it's Asia Anderson heading to the bench, even though I thought it was Keely Tinny who got sent to the ground. Well, at least Asia Anderson's hit some free throws.
I mean, no one's asking questions from the Kāhu side. They're happy to be down here.
Yeah, we'll get in.
Back to back, that's what they needed. So they retake the lead here. And we've had quite a few lead changes here in this game.
Yeah, a bit of back and forth. A nice little aperitif for the Tauihi that's going to be tipping off in around 33 minutes.
So Zoe Richards. And Harris just gets it back out there. Getting it now to Tauihi and just getting a hand to it. Looked like Tini, but no. Collected a hand.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was the body check or the hand reaching in to get a hand on the ball. Either way, that's going to be ball on the baseline. The Kāhu not yet in the bonus. Next foul, everybody will be shooting. Nice aggressive defense from the Kāhu here.
Gets it out to Gallagher, who has been absolutely on fire. She is shooting the lights out here at Edgar Centre.
Line it up, knock it down. Sammy Gallagher playing fantastically well. 14 points now. That's our 4th triple of the ball game. Just spaces well, good help. The late rotation, got to close out harder than that on the shooter. You realize now that Gallagher has her eye in, so instead of letting her line it up, you need to make her put it on the deck. That's not what is happening at the moment, however.
When someone is shooting this well in the Rapid League, surely as a head coach, you got to be thinking, am I playing her more in the Tauihi game?
It goes both ways. You're like, oh, she used it up. What's left? But it's got to be nice to, when you're going like that in Rapid, that first shot, when you have in Tauihi, it's certainly going to be feeling a little bit nicer leaving the hand.
I'm a big fan of get it to them while they're hot. And we can see if she fizzles in this Tauihi, but at the moment she's soaring. Oh, this Hoiho.
and Zoe Richards getting tied up
aggressive.
there.
And the DJ's back.
he's made an appearance. Smoko's over.
So Richards, her and Gallagher, both the leading appearances, most appearances for the Hoiho team.
And a member since its inception, Zoe Richards, Sammy Gallagher.
I mean, Gallagher's She's OG. She was playing for the Gold Rush back in 2009.
It's great that she's been able to get her career back on track after some of the injury scares that she had. Fantastic to see her out here. Always brings a lot of joy to the game and a lot of skill as well.
Anderson to Schroeder. One for the future is young Schroeder. And again, she's got a hot hand right now.
Well, we're talking about Gallagher and can't give her space, but it's the same for Schroeder. That is a difficult shot off the hand, off the stop and pop. Impressively done for the youngster.
Yeah, MVP at the 2025 New Zealand Secondary School Nationals was Schroeder. Asia Anderson comes soaring through and secures the rebound, something that they struggled with. They seem to be getting some more. Gordon Jones gets it out to the right corner where Naurani is. Shot clock winding down. They're playing with fire here.
Gallagher gets pinged with the whistle. Looked like decent pressure, but instead the whistle's blown. And that's going to be free throws for the Kāhu once again. They might need to get a timeshare at the Chemist Warehouse Stripe at the Edgar Centre. This is going to be opportunity 17 and 18 today from the line.
Yeah, they're only shooting at 50% at the moment, 8 from 16.
Suboptimal. Suboptimal to be 8 from 17. But many a player has thought this in the past, but I don't know who named them free. Because they sure aren't.
There's a whole lot of pressure when it comes to free throws because everyone is staring, watching you. They're like, you need to make that.
Locked in on you. It's all repetition, effort. It's a mental game out there, and that's much more so than a physical one. 8 seconds. Kāhu almost get the steal. What can the Hoiho do?
5 seconds left. Richards has it. Tries to get the whistle. Does get the whistle to Lovett. Looking back confused at the match officials. But that's the experience of Richards.
Well, she's driving on that straight line and comes back into the body of Toalave, who's an excellent shot blocker, has that length that can really disrupt anyone who's attacking the rim, but tougher when that ball handler gets you on the side of their body. More often than not going to be a foul. And another free throw goes wanting, but just the second miss of the day for the Hoiho.
They haven't had many opportunities there, though. That was just attempt number 7. 5 from 7, not too bad from the Hoiho.
Let it fly. Oh!
Well, the Hail Mary almost went down. So again, we're all tied up.
This is a seesaw battle, continues to be so. Really difficult for either team to take control, despite the offensive prowess of Samara Gallagher. 14 points on 5 of 6 shooting, outshone only by Emma Schroeder. 15 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Those two shooters are very hot. But outside of those two, it's a wee bit chilly. Neither team has really caught fire outside their main scorer. It's been a lot of rebounds, 15 rebounds overall for the Hoiho on their home court, 6 of those on the offensive end. And that's where they're dominating possession, just 7 total rebounds for the Kāhu. It's 8 more shots for the Hoiho through the game so far, but that has been made up for at the Chemist Warehouse Stripe, where those 18 attempts and 9 makes have kept the Kāhu even heading into the 4th quarter.
Make sure you get your Sky broadband because every Sunday we have a game live on TikTok, and that will be the next one where the Hoiho will play the Kāhu in the GJ Gardner Tauihi match, and the Kāhu will be searching for their first win in that one too. And last Sunday's 2 teams bet, well, the Hoiho ran away with it, but I don't think that will be the case this afternoon. So who will break the deadlock and come away with the win? Gallagher off balance, pushes it hard against the rim and will go to the Chemist Warehouse Stripe.
I love starting a quarter that way. Get the ball back in the hands of your hot shooter. She hasn't had a ton of ball in hand, so give her a chance to get things going. And she doesn't fade away, go for another jump shot. She turns the corner, looking to stay aggressive, gets fouled, and off to the Chemist Warehouse Stripe. Hits the first to take the lead yet again for the Hoiho.
Well, if this is anything to go by for the next game, I'm excited because we love to see a close matchup where everyone's going pound for pound.
There have been some doozies this weekend. The Kāhu, great game against the Queens to open up the round on Friday night. Unfortunately for Kāhu fans, they go down. And then last night, the Poakai and the Phi yesterday afternoon. What a game between those two. Some fantastic talent on display, but the Phi, another one. 4 on the trot, looking like a powerful offensive machine.
They look like they could go back to back.
Well, right now they are looking as strong as any team in the league. I think the Queens, the Poakai, and to be fair, the Hoiho as well. They've all looked really good at times, but I think it is the Phi that are pipping ahead of everybody in the power rankings. Big board, Asia Anderson.
Asia Anderson really is a hustler in this team.
Never stops working. Unfortunately, misses that one.
Her and Morton Jones just always throw everything on offense and defense. Tauihi, has it been quiet in the second half? But
Stop it.
Sam Gars, get that ball to me.
She is in fuego. She touched them all, Sammy. This is ridiculous. 19 points now.
She is her right now. She is feeling herself, and so she should be.
Well, I think we might be creeping up pretty close to a rapid league scoring record. We're gonna have to look through the record books here to see what the all-time record is. But I've got a feeling that Sammy Gallagher will not be far off the mark shortly. The season high in points was 18 by Keriana Hippolyte. Ezra McGoldrick had 16 earlier this season. That has been topped by Sammy Gallagher today.
What about the most amount of made threes in a rapid game?
4 for Keriana Hippolyte earlier this season as well.
Paiwai looking for a triple of her own. Morton Jones with the tough rebound. She gets the ball up court with tempo, but Richards gets a hand to it and steals it. Here goes Harris. Oh, double teamed in the paint. And travel.
Ooh.
I didn't think she moved her planted foot.
Yeah, well, just good defensive attention. Nice job by Morton Jones and Tuolave to collapse on that ball, not give her the freedom she needed to move around. Gain possession back, but what are the Kāhu going to do with it?
It is the risk when you do push the pace, you become isolated, and there's 2 defenders there. All the pressure is on you. Oh, how about the footwork from Schroeder and the finish? That's one for her highlight reel.
Almost gets the steal back. Emma Schroeder putting Paiwai on the ground, gets the finish. 1 possession ball game here.
Langton had all the time in the world to think about that one. Anderson bats it to Tuilave, so just down by 2. The Kāhu, their first win of the season.
Oh, Schroeder just loses it off the knee. Good attention by Paiwai. Take another look at it. Cross him up. Might be a little trip by Asia Anderson. And the finish, the kiss off the glass. Schroeder keeping the Kāhu tight. Her 18 points just on the tail of Gallagher's 19.
Richards to Paiwai. Gallagher not on the court at the moment. A good putback from Harris.
Abby Harris, right place, right time. She's been hustling all afternoon long. That time it gets rewarded with the bucket. Gallagher about to check back in for the last minute.
Schroeder to Tene. It to Tuilave with a deep 2 attempt. Richards goes high.
Decent look, wide open. Doesn't get the drop. Now it's all about defense for the Kāhu. If they don't get a stop here, this one might be put out of reach.
Well, the Hoiho will want to soak up all the time they can on the shot clock. In fact, they say, let's just go and give the ball back to the Kāhu. If they can convert here, that'll be a huge opportunity for them to try and steal the win, the first of the season. Schroeder over the top of Richards. Doesn't get there, but the hustle is good from Tini, and Morton Jones finishes. Here we go, 2 points down.
Oh, great job by Tini get on that. Oh, and the long pass goes wayward. You don't need that there. You're up 2 points with just under 30 seconds to go. You don't want to be in a rush. Great attack on the glass by Tini tips it to Morton Jones, who gets the finish. The effort, the teamwork, the collective comes together to cut it to a 2-point deficit.
They still also have the BNZ player timeout. I don't know why they pushed that, because they had the lead, as you say. You've got time. It's on your side.
And here, the Kāhu used their timeout early. It resets the clock. So if you go with a quick shot here and get the bucket, then you might be able to get it back, but I would have probably been more likely to go the other way. And there, of course, is the BNZ player timeout QR code. Your chance to win a ticket to the big game. BNZ's looking for school groups, community groups, church groups, baking groups, other groups, any kind of groups. Scan that
You should
QR
bring
code.
your baking group down,
Why
Casey
not?
Frank.
Why not? Baked goods, one of my favorites.
But you know who's cooking tonight and this afternoon?
Oh,
is
stop
Samara.
it.
And she is, this is the record. 19 is the record. She's equaling it right now. So she can get another point on the board. Oh, how's
Is that Schroeder? Because Schroeder's got the record now. She's up to 21.
Oh my
record
goodness.
set.
Schroeder.
What a game for the 18-year-old.
Like I mentioned, she is one for the future.
Hoiho not using their player timeout. They're going to stick with it. Down one, what can they do? Langton to the cup.
Oh, and she nails it.
Kāhu don't have a timeout. They have to go with it. They have to attack. 5 seconds left.
They get it to, and it's disrupted by Tauihi. It gives them a side ball look.
What a finish by Eva Langton. Pressure on, gets the bucket. Kāhu not calling a timeout here, but they are with a quick huddle. What will they run? I put the ball in the hands of Schroeder and let her go to work. That's what I'm looking for.
Schroeder has just set the record for the most points in a Sky Broadband Rapid League game. She's looking for more. Can she do it? No! Can't steal the win for the Kāhu. It still evades them in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game, but she has set the record, has Schroeder in the Broadband Rapid League. 21 points, outstanding effort, but they go down by 1. But Casey Frank, they're building brick by brick.
Well, weren't too many bricks from Schroeder today. 6 for 8 from the field for 21 points. Her and Samara Gallagher, certainly the standouts. Gallagher had equaled the former record in Rapid League here in Tauihi, but that was bested by Schroeder. 40 points between them. What a battle between the guns, well supported by Asia Anderson and Tia Pavihi. On the glass, we saw a nice job from the Hoiho, dominating overall. 18 rebounds to 13. Mary Morton-Jones carrying the load for the Kāhu. 5 apiece for Gallagher and Richards. No surprise there. And a Paiwai. 4 assists. 2 for Tia Pavihi. 2 for Anderson and Morton-Jones apiece. The single block in the game from Vitalio Tuolave. And there we see the 4 steals for each team. But not enough for the Kāhu in the end to come away with the win. So close to their first victory of the season, but it slips through their grasps in this one.
So impressed still by Kate Schroeder. She's won 4 New Zealand secondary school titles with Westlake, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Real outstanding player is Schroeder. You know, might see her a bit later in the Southern Hoiho vs Northern Kāhu Tauihi game. Don't go anywhere, because in 17 minutes time we will bring you all the action live on Sky Sport and also on TikTok. We'll see you then.
Now quickly, the Southern Boys would like to welcome you to the G-Strip Battle Islands Tauihi Basketball game here in the Boy Playground Arena between the Southern Hoiho and the BBNZ North Kāhu. Play the call for the team announcements, please. The both teams, please clear the court for the team announcement, please. Here are your lineups for this afternoon's Tauihi League game. Firstly, the BBNZ Northern Kāhu. Number 27, Asia Anderson. Number 13, Keely Tinney. Number 12, Mary Gordon-Jones. Number 10, Victoria Tuilave. Number 7, Kasia Miringawangi. Number 3, Emma K. Schroeder. Number 2, Alia Matharu. And your starting five.
All right, Aaliyah. Well, the Kāhu haven't been able to grab that elusive.
Number 5, Hayley Rynell. Number 4, Jasmine Roberts. Number 1, Talia Tupaya. Number 33, and Captain Warren Mansfield. And now your Southern Hoiho. Number 7, Tia Pavihi. Number 14, Abby Harris. Number 17, Eva Manson. From Rākai Parker and Ngāti Tōranga, number 4, Alana Paiwai. From Ngāti Raukawa, number 9, Samara Gallagher. Number 24, Zoe Richards. Number 12, Lil Dark. Number 3, Taylor Simmons. Number 11, Claire Jacobs. From Waikahu and Ngāti Whenua, number 8, Beth Busy. Number 10, Jessie Edwards. And number 22, Paige Bradley.
The BNZ and Northern Kāhu have come down to Dunedin to find their first win of the season in round 4 of the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. The Southern Hoiho had an emphatic win over them 2 weeks ago, 96-69, where the Northern Kāhu want to bounce back from that. They're a different team. They've started to gel. And can they get their first win of the season today? Well, we'll find out after 40 minutes of basketball. I'm Taylor Johnson. Joining me is Casey Frank. Casey, the Kāhu they played on Friday night, what did you think of their performance?
Looked like they believed more in their identity, playing with a bit more speed. Yes, they're outsized by most of the teams they'll play against. Well, technically all the teams they'll play against, but played with a bit more pace, found a little bit more range from 3. And once those shots start dropping, they're a much more dangerous offensive side, but they have to play with the utmost amount of pace.
The Hoiho, the clear favourites for those watching at home. If you are a Kāhu fan, scan that QR code and vote for your team. But at the moment, it is heavily in favour of the home team. Let's take a look at the standings. The Tauranga Whai, last year's champions, are looking like the best team in the competition thus far. You can see the Kāhu there sitting at the bottom. And the Hoiho, 2-2. What have you made of them this year?
Yeah, they've been pretty solid. I think we've seen two sides of the Hoiho squad. One when they can impose their physical will. They're a big team, they're a strong team, and if they're able to keep the game in the half court, they're in great shape. When it gets a little bit fast for them and they lose control of their defensive identity, that's when they can get behind. But they had great success against this Kāhu team, especially on the interior. Look for them to assert themselves in that area.
It's a long weekend this weekend coming, and there's plenty of basketball heading into that Thursday night. The Whai will play the Kāhu. It doesn't get easier for the Kāhu if they don't get a win here today, because they go against the Whai, who are on form. Paukai will host the Queens, and the Queens back it up on Sunday against the Hoiho. And the Hoiho will play again the following Friday against the Paukai in a southern matchup.
It's going to be an interesting week for the Queens, especially. Got that doubleheader, a day in between. It's always difficult when you have to play two.
I think the greatest thing about this competition is after 2 rounds, there was no undefeated teams. That's how close it is. Here is the starting 5 for the Kāhu: Tapaya, Roberts, Reinau, Curtin, and Mansfield. And Curtin hasn't had to play a lot, and now she's the biggest height they have.
Yeah, it's gone from a backup to inside and carrying the offensive load against the Queens. Her and Reinau certainly have their work cut out for them tonight, but it's going to be the super sub, Leah Matharu, who we're going to be hearing from shortly.
All right, Aaliyah. Well, the Kāhu haven't been able to grab that elusive first win yet, but they took a step, obviously, in the right direction last time. What are the keys to get your squad over the hump to get that first win today?
Just playing together, having intensity. I feel like the last game that we played, we came out for 4 quarters and we're playing hard. First 5 minutes, we were focusing on the details, trying to be tough and play physical and get up and down. And I feel like if we just come out with that same intensity today, there's no doubt we can't get a dub.
And in terms of the Hoiho, we obviously know they had great success on the interior the last time the two teams matched up. What's the key to keeping that interior under wraps today?
Just playing together, you know, paying attention on defense. When there's a double down, we have to go and help the post, obviously, and we have to crash the boards and just get rebounds, really. That really was all it was. She got a lot of rebound and putback and one. So today we're going to crash the boards and get as many rebounds as we can, and we'll see where that takes us.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Thank you.
The thoughts there of the super sub, Leah Matharu. She was actually the leading scorer last time these two teams played, with 18 points off the bench. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for the home team, the Hoiho: Bradley, Edwards, Pizzy, Jacobs, and Simmons. And she was touching on the height of Edwards. But for you, who needs to stand up in this game?
Well, I think as Paige Bradley runs the show, she's as pure a point guard as we have in the competition. But it's going to be Jessie Edwards again. She had her best game of the season the last time these teams met, because she really imposed her will on the interior. Can she do it again is going to be a great question that needs to be answered.
She had a great double-double, 22 points and 15 rebounds in that game. But let's hear the thoughts of Paige Bradley ahead of this matchup.
Right, Paige, well, last time the two teams met, the Hoiho found advantage on the interior. What's the squad looking to impose its will in today's game plan?
Yeah, I think similar. We always want to get our big men into the paint and get some scores out of them. But mostly we just want to play our pace and then control them on the defensive end.
And the Kāhu obviously yet to grab that first win, but they've been improving from game to game. And what sort of aspects of their game are you guys looking to keep under wraps in today?
I think we noticed that they love to play fast, so it's going to be key transition defense, and and then make sure we just impose what we want to do against them and not let them control us. So yeah, that's the game plan.
Kia kaha.
Game plan from Paige Bradley there. Yes. Casey Frank mentioned she is integral to the points that are scored and the way she's able to orchestrate this Hoiho team. But alarm bells are ringing a few other Kāhu when you look at the points scored versus points allowed.
Yeah, well, there's the thing. These are the two lowest scoring teams in the league, but the Kāhu unfortunately matched that with the most porous defense. Both teams have been reasonably consistent from three, so if one of these teams gets to win that arm wrestle, gets it put in their favor, maybe they get that scoring punch, but it's all about the rebounds. We heard Matharu talk about it. Negative 13.5 on the season for the Kāhu, the only team in the league with a negative rebounding margin. The Hoiho plus 325. Well, they absolutely smacked the Kāhu on the glass last time around. If the Kāhu do not have an answer to that equation today, it is going to be for a very long afternoon indeed.
Both teams have got 33 made threes, and it was absolutely raining triples in the Sky Broadband Rapid League match just moments ago by way of Gallagher from Hoiho and Schroeder from the Kāhu. As we look at the match officials, Regan Ashley, Blake Wozanowski, and Leo Short.
Record-breaking performance by Emma Schroeder earlier today, 21 points. All-time record in the Sky Broadband Rapid League for Tauihi. A lot of points in a short amount of time, a lot of them deep. Unfortunately, couldn't get the Kāhu back onto the winning ledger. And now the Kāhu look for their first win overall in Rapid League or Tauihi here today. Can they pull it off? I think that if they play the way they played against the Queens a couple of nights ago, I think they've got a great chance.
I think the most frustrating thing for the Kāhu is because they know that they're there or thereabouts. They are close. They just need a couple more things to go their way. They need to get some 50-50 balls. They just need to see the ball drop in the hoop, in the twine.
Well, 50-50 is about luck. And in basketball, you make your own luck with hustle. You have to outwork, you have to outlast. And here we have the ball boy coming out. That backpack is packed. Young fella's ready to go, seeing the tall players, being told where to stand. Don't know his name, but I can tell he's a Hoiho fan and a Highlander fan as well.
You'll be hard pressed to find any fan in Dunedin that's not a fan
There's
of the Landers and the Hoiho and the Nuggets. And the Otago men's team will be in the grand final of the rugby on the weekend. So if you're an Otago fan right now, you're loving life. And so is Paige Bradley. She goes within seconds. One of the fastest baskets we have seen. And she is on.
Well, that transition activity, key for the Hoiho. They don't do it often, but they do it judiciously. If they can keep it going at that rate, they'll be in good shape.
Tupaia was only kept to 2 points last time these two teams played. And the steal comes already. Uh-oh, the Hoiho are feeling themselves early.
I actually like that offense from the Kāhu prior to the turnover. Deliberate, got that ball from side to side, but just need to be a bit more careful getting into the teeth of the defense, come to a jump stop, and control the basketball.
And the offense is going to be interesting because they are lacking in size in comparison to the Hoiho, but Tupaia just goes around the outside, arcs her way back in.
Yeah, she's an MVP level player offensively. She can always get it going, but Claire Jacobs is wide open on the other end. Where is the defense just not matched up in the first three transition opportunities for the Hoiho?
7 points in 1 minute. That is a hot start for the Hoiho. Curtin, top point scorer for the Kāhu on Friday, and it's the second chance opportunity from Rynell. That's massive for them because they haven't had a lot this year.
Love the work rate of Rynell. She's coming off a tough game on the glass, was a little bit of foul trouble, but there she outworks Edwards down and Pizzy down low to grab that board and get the putback.
This time it's Simmons. And she gets a nice tough finish underneath.
And that's just too easy defensively for Roberts there. You have to just put up a little bit more resistance than that. Simmons just gets the ball in the post and straight to the corner, and then the turnover on the other side from Roberts as well. And she's going to head to the bench early in this one.
Yeah, Asia Anderson straight up on her feet. Jodie Cameron not liking what she's seeing in the opening minutes of this game.
Well, it's always difficult when you have the defensive mistake on one end, you come back and you turn the ball over. Cannot let mistakes compound. You have to put that old one away like a goldfish with memory as Pizzy gets the finish.
Completely accurate at the moment from the Hoiho. They are not missing, that's for sure. 4 from 4. Drawing the foul was Mansfield.
I thought pretty good defense from Paige Bradley, but Mansfield just able to get that corner and get on the side of Bradley's defense enough to force that whistle. And a key stop here for the Kāhu, slowing down the transition opportunities of the Hoiho. I think that up and down game right now with the Kāhu on their second game in 48 hours is proving a little bit difficult. They need to find a way to control that pace, even though they're the team that wants to play faster.
I think both teams are actually enjoying just this little stoppage to regather themselves because it was a fast start for both of them. Fitness levels will be tested in this game. Second one doesn't drop, so the Hoiho now go quickly down court.
Oh, beautiful offense.
Yeah, just couldn't get the softer kiss off the glass.
Nice find by Bradley. Love that pass, and I love this aggression. The Hoiho are attacking in the transition.
Curtin goes to the rim. That's just nice play interchangeably between the two.
Well, Kāhu are really excellent. Oh, there's an offensive foul. Nice job by Talia Tupaya. Simmons says, hey, call that flop. That's not a flop. And the on-ball action, take another look at it. Mansfield loses Paige Bradley, and Abby Curtin comes off that on-ball nicely. This is the Kāhu's main weapon offensively, on-ball activity. If they can get free, the ball handler free off the screen, good things happen. If not, the offense can get really bogged down.
Simmons picked up that foul for, was pretty much a fin.
Nice pass, Talia Tupaya. Good offense, nice back screen by Rynell there, and Curtin with the hard cut to the basket avails herself of the pass to get the finish and cut the deficit to 2.
She's running nice lines as Curtin and freeing herself up. She needs to be busy tonight.
Tough play by Taylor Simmons. She's a grinder, man. She's really physical out there. Got great position on that for that weak side rebound and goes right up with it just as she's supposed to.
In the opening stages of this game, we have seen that everyone's an attacking threat in this Hoiho team.
Great to see Talia Tupaya attacking the glass in the painted area here. She's been had a better offensive game last time out as Pizzy goes a little high with that pass. And Jacobs can't control it as it goes out of bounds.
So Kāhu only trailing by 2 after the Hoiho got off to a very fast start.
Well, the pace, I think once Kāhu get their legs underneath them, the pace is going to be something they like, and that is a travel. Good call there, Mansfield. Just shuffles the feet. She doesn't see it, but that's the right call. I actually think she was fortunate not to have it called a little bit earlier. Good defensive pressure by Paige Bradley leading to the turnover.
When you think about this game a couple of weeks ago, the Kāhu were already in foul trouble, 5 fouls at this stage of the game, but now they're a lot more cleaner. Curtin bringing the ball down court. Goes to the rim, leaves it.
Oh, the Kāhu had the numbers but couldn't get a beautiful pass by Simmons.
Bradley! Just with the easy layup there.
Transition opportunities. I love the way that the Hoiho are changing ends right now, really not giving the Kāhu any chance to settle.
Mansfield goes herself and gets a nice finish.
On-ball activity again. Mansfield does well coming around the corner. The show's not there. Take another look at the Simmons fast break. Normally it's Bradley setting the table. This time she's the finisher with a big bite at the rim.
Edwards, the only starter not to have any points yet for the Hoiho with their even speed. Bradley again, just that little floater.
Oh, it's a really nice job by Beck Pizzy there as the screener and the passer. She rotates her hips to take out the defender and at the same time sets up Paige Bradley with the pass. Really well done by the forward on that possession.
Tupaya. Deep 3 from Tupaya. like the quick release, but just didn't have the accuracy.
Yeah, and the bigs are out there screening, so no real presence on the glass either.
Cross-court pass, a very interceptable one to Edwards. Sorry, Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs drops that one. A nice find out of the post. Jacobs is setting up on the other side. And if there's one shooter you have to find in this Hoiho lineup, it's Claire Jacobs. She's sitting there, nobody around her. Asia Anderson hustles out, but she's too late. Watches the ball drain through the net. A 7-point lead. The Kāhu reeling early. Like can they make another settlement here?
Jacobs averaging 17.25 points per game. 24-year-old from Perth.
And she's, top 30 already this season. If you're going to top 35 for lunch, why not top it for the large Nana Pizza? Use that code ASSIST2025, or you can use that QR code, scan it. This will be valid until the 22nd of October. Get in. There's lunch sorted. Well, really do like the pace from both teams early in this one. The Hoiho got off to that big 6 points run early to take that lead. The Kāhu fought their way back, but will find themselves down 6 points again. The Kāhu are 6 for 8 from the field right now, shooting 75%, 5 of 6 inside the arc. The Hoiho, 9 out of 12. They've got 4 more shots. Why is that? Well, because they're all over the glass. They've already got a couple of offensive rebounds, and that's enabled them to get back. But combine that with the transition prowess, you can see why the Hoiho are in control here on their home court early.
What do you think Jodie Cameron was saying to her Kāhu team in that break?
Well, first and foremost, get back. These are easy shots we're giving up as Mansfield hits the deep Jimmy, cutting it to a 4-point deficit. But it's about energy and intensity too. Look, where's our energy? We have to outwork this team. We are 0-5. If we're not hungry, we're not going to eat.
Jacobs couldn't get that one to sink after nailing the triple a couple minutes ago. Right now, gets it back to Curtin, who threads her way through. Nice finish from Curtin.
I really like the big handoff. You get two bigs there, they don't know exactly how to guard it. And Richards and Pizzi, that little confusion as Dart travels. Enables Curtin to get to the cup on the last possession. Take another look at it. Little handoff here. Not quite sure. And a nice quick attack by Abby Curtin. Straight to the cup with the finish.
Don't know if Dart was expecting that one. She had to backtrack for it and did drag her feet.
Yeah, it wasn't quite balanced. Most definitely wasn't in position to finish that. Another over-the-head pass. Talia Tupaya and Abby Curtin have linked up on that one twice now here in the first quarter. Good awareness. I really like that set. The Kāhu have seen something on film.
Well, just like that, they're back to even Stevens. Simmons can't get that one to drop and just cutting through.
Oh, no.
They're going too far.
Yeah, just a little bit too much mustard on that hot dog that time. Take another look at it right now. Just a little bit of a brush screen. But the cut from Curtin is with intention, It's something you tell young players all the time. Don't just cut for no reason. Always cut to score and always avail yourself of the ball because you never know when something like that might happen.
Tupaya gets it to Rynell. Back in the hands of Tupaya. She does another off-balance shot. That's special from Tupaya.
That's tough. I love the way she dips the shoulder into the body of Pizzi to take away that shot blocking ability.
The whistle goes for the Hoiho. They'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe here.
I didn't see who that help was on, foul was on. Was it on Curtin or Asia Anderson? Either way, nice backdoor cut by Edwards. And Pizzi showing off some real nice passing skills early in this one. Sets up Jacobs at the rim there. And a chance for the Hoiho to get back into it. Great response from the Kāhu. 9 straight points to take the 2-point lead, but the Hoiho at the Chemist Warehouse right answer.
Jacobs is pretty accurate at the line. She's now 19 from 20 throughout the season. Make that 20 from 21 for Claire Jacobs. That's someone you don't want to send to the line.
No, and that's not a player you want to see get hot if you're the Kāhu. Jacobs gets called for that foul, went to the body. Talia Tupaya there goes to the hardwood. earns the whistle. There's a couple of calls that have gone Tupaia's way early. Jacobs is going to have to be a bit more careful as she picks up that first personal. Tharu's checked in the game now. The energy off the bench. She's been really good in the last few weeks.
Every game I've seen her come off the bench, she's offered a lot. Oh, how about the step back from Curtin? She said, I got range. I got range.
That was Dirk-esque. The one-legged little pull-up jumper. Abby Curtin is certainly feeling more comfortable in her role with the Kāhu.
And it also puts the Hoiho in two minds, as it looks like Semi Gallagher's back on, looking to get hot again like she was in the Sky Broadband rapidly. Tupaia with the bounce pass to Ryan now. Oh, God, tough shot over the top too. Does it look like? Who was that? Over her. Looks, someone was over her.
That certainly was the defender.
Why are these uniforms so similar?
Matharu. How about this? What a turn of events. The Kāhu is suddenly in control. They go on a 15-2 run. Since that last time out, here we take another look at Curtin with a beautiful footwork to the Dirk one-footer. And then that enables Matharu to play one-woman defense all the way up the key. Is this a live rendition of Soda Pop?
It's live. It's Soda Pop. Oh my gosh, my son loves this song.
The Otago dance crew bringing it on. I don't know if my daughter's watching somewhere. She's really excited about hearing a little Soda Pop.
My son literally always asks for K-pop. It's a phenomenon right now.
You're not wrong. My daughter just had her 9th birthday. It was a K-pop Demon Hunters theme.
Oh my gosh.
Good fun that was, but right now the only demons out there for the Hoiho is the offense of the Kāhu. They cannot tame those souls because the Kāhu have found their form. They are pushing the pace, executing well in the half court. How about Abby Curtin? 10 points already in this one, 2 rebounds to go with it. Talia Tupaia has been really efficient, 3 of 4 from the field, 6 points. And Lauren Mansfield, 6 as well. The starters have only missed 3 shots in total. As a matter of fact, the Kāhu totally 13 for 16 from the field right now, 81%. We've talked about the Kāhu defense coming in, but it's the Hoiho defense right now that's proven porous.
Completely different side from when they played each other 2 weeks ago. Smothering defense again. Looking for that shot was Jacobs, hustling hard, and eventually go to the rim again, but they've left it behind once more.
Oh, Lil Dart does a nice job when she gets back into the play. This is a 3-on-2 now if they can get the ball up quickly.
A good scramble defense coming through from the Kāhu to shut down the options inside and force that shot out wide.
Excellent pace now being played by both teams. My question is, for the Kāhu, this is their second game in 48 hours. Can they do it for the full 40? Well, they're doing it here in the first quarter so far. Jeez, body's on the floor.
Yeah, Lil Dart claiming that she got a shove in the chin. But that don't matter because Curtin again.
Just right place, right time, putting herself on the line. Nice job defensively by Dart. Tupaia takes all those hits, can't get the finish, but the Kāhu again on the scoreboard.
Jacobs feeds it out, and Tupaia with the rebound.
Pizzy can't find the range there, and suddenly the Kāhu in control. Look at that strength on that drive.
No, we're still coming.
Tupaia is a powerful offensive player. At your own danger, you step on the tracks.
Matharu tries to go around. Big block coming in from Edwards.
He should get another one. She
does. Back-to-back blocks from Edwards. That is what you call a work rate.
That is why you need the length. You can teach a lot of skills on the basketball court, but length is not one of them. You either have it or you don't. And Edwards there blocks at the rim, closes the gap, blocks it again. Exactly the energy that Hoiho needed defensively. Now can they capitalize? It is a 17-2 run the Kāhu are on since they called timeout halfway through the first quarter.
8 points, the Hoiho trail after having the lead early on. Edwards gets it to Gallagher. And again, they can't just get that ball to drop. So right now, intercepted by Gallagher, who has 5 triples in the game beforehand.
Ambitious pass there by Dart. didn't really have the numbers. Nice D by the Kāhu. They're going to go fast.
Game clock is winding down here. They've got about 3 seconds to let this one go. Just needs to shoot it. No awareness from the Hoiho. So it is the Kāhu with a 10-point lead heading into the first quarter. A massive turn of events in the opening few minutes of this first quarter. It was all the Hoiho, but after a timeout from Jodie Cameron, she must have certainly hyped them up in there because they came back to really command and take the lead. 32 points to 22. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the second quarter after this.
What up, TikTok chat? It is Taylor and Casey, the announcers for this game. We are here during all commercial breaks. What up on FIBA YouTube as well, but we can't see you guys in the chat because we are geo-blocked here in New Zealand. If you got any questions for Taylor or myself, toss them in the chat on the Sky Sport New Zealand TikTok page, and we will answer your questions. And yes, Reed, we do have some former WNBA players, not as many. Last year we had an active WNBA player, but none active in the competition this season. This matchup is between the Northern Kāhu, based out of Auckland, visiting the Southern Hoiho, based out of Dunedin, here in Aotearoa. That's New Zealand, for all you people from other parts of the world. Any questions, let us know. But in this one, Taylor, great start by the Kāhu, who have come up with a lot of energy and put themselves in excellent position to grab their first win of the season.
You know, that's the thing. They are chasing their first win of the season, so they're hungry, and you can see that. They've got that extra desire to get the win. I mean, and it was a cruel loss for them too, just in the Sky Broad Rapid League beforehand, lost by 1 point. So hopefully they can get a win here. I know that there'll be plenty of people watching from Auckland, but we'll chat to you, TikTok, after this in the next quarter break. But load in your questions for us. Welcome back to our coverage of the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball League in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It is the Kāhu with a 32-22 lead over the Southern Hoiho. Need I remind you, last time these two teams met, it was a 96-69 drubbing by the Hoiho over the Kāhu as Matharu goes to the rim.
And they're adding to it. 21-2 run. They are in the midst of. This is what Coach Jodie Cameron envisioned from this Kāhu squad at the start of the season. We're going to be smaller. We have to run. We have to play with pace. Well, they found the formula. Can they keep the formula working here in the second quarter?
They need to go to points in the paint, but they're not going to get the opportunity to because Morton Jones gets a hand in the passing lane. Matharu, it's a 3-ball fly, but that doesn't connect, so an opportunity here for the Hoiho to try and claw some points back.
Edwards controls the glass there, and now she's to the cup. Oh, what a finish there by Jessie Edwards. Shows a little bit of skill on the spin move. The tallest player on the court with the spin, and then splitting two defenders to get the finish. The first bucket in a while for the Hoiho. Stops the Kāhu run.
Well, the difference at the moment is the accuracy. The Kāhu are shooting 16 from 22 from the field. That's 72% with the behind the back pass from Mansfield to Matharu.
What do you think you're fancy? Mansfield behind the back. Matharu drains it afterwards. A nice little bit of skill on display there.
The Hoiho well and truly have the height advantage. They need to play to their strength. They go in to Edwards, who doesn't pull it in cleanly. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to come up with something. Bradley is forced to put it up. And offense not coming to anything for them.
And the Hoiho have lost their penetration. They were really getting to the cup with ease early in the first quarter, but a lot of that's gone away. Curtin with a nice catch.
Right now steps back for the triple, and it might have been touched there.
Yeah, I think Langton got a piece and got that block. Now it's the Hoiho coming back the other way.
Richards with the spin move.
Oh, he uses the footwork to get around the first defender. Haley Rynell comes in and says, give me that shot. But a little bit of contact sends her off to the Chemist Warehouse line. Good transition defense by the Kāhu. Didn't get to stop, but did a nice job of getting back in numbers and making it a difficult look. Zoe Richards off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now, trying to cut in this 13-point deficit to 24. 4 run. Still in the process of, but Hoiho got to find a way to get some offense with a little bit more consistency.
Richards, plenty of experience. One of 2 players who have the most appearances for the Hoiho, her and Gallagher. 12th debut back in 2019. And really got to call on her experience here to claw themselves back into this game. Tauihi does well to reel that one in, has 2 players on her. Tries to get the ball out to Mansfield, does that and nails it.
Lauren Mansfield has got her eye in right now. She has not missed a shot yet. She is drinking deeply from the zone early in this one.
Edwards uses her big body but doesn't execute when she needs to.
Is that a foul or is that on the baseline? Yeah, that was a foul. Take another look at the hand. Gets tipped. Tauihi doesn't get it cleanly, but you don't need it cleanly to Mansfield right now because she is feeling it. 4 of 4 from the field. I believe that was a 3. That gives her 11 points.
Tauihi gets it back to Mansfield, looking for back-to-back triples. Won't get there, and the rebound will go out of bounds. So it will be the Hoiho ball.
Yeah, that's her first miss of the ball game. She's been, more of a table setter. Mansfield, really early in the season was looking to set the table and get her teammates really involved, passing and getting a lot of assists, but she's carried on more of a scoring load here today, trying to ignite the Kāhu towards their first victory. That's a foul on the ball there, a little bit too much contact. Don't know if it's Tauihi or Anderson, but somebody a little bit too connected to dart there. Claire Jacobs checks back in the game for a little dart now.
The Hoiho trying to conjure something up and cut down this big lead that the Kāhu have managed to draw up on them. And whistle goes against the Kāhu on Simmons.
Tough possession here for the Kāhu. That's 2 fouls on this trip. That's their 3rd foul already. And their defensive aggressiveness is what fueled that comeback back into this game. That got their offense going. Those quick buckets in transition, things were feeling better. But now they're going to have to be a bit more trepidatious with that activity. They don't want to get into the foul trouble too early. Send this Hoiho squad to the line.
Edwards, height advantage in there. This time it drops.
Just so big, and you have to keep her off her right hand. She's much more comfortable going that way. Double doesn't come, and right now can't keep her from getting there.
Good defense on Mansfield by Bradley right now. Has Edwards in front of her. Tries to step around, puts too much on it.
Yeah, excellent defense there by Edwards. Moved her feet well and didn't foul against the quicker, smaller Rhinell. That's exactly the effort you need to see from your big.
Edwards off-balance shot. Won't go down. It's Morton Jones who collects the crumbs.
Tough physical defense again from the Kāhu, making it difficult down on the block. They're not going to be dominated down low like they were the first time these teams met.
Rhinell tried to set the pick and roll. Didn't matter because Asia Anderson is feeling it from the right corner.
Asia Anderson, her minutes have steadily ticked up through this season. That first game, she didn't play a ton, but every week since then, she's been grabbing more and more of the share of time on the court. And you can see why plays like that. Infectious energy and some of that perimeter prowess that the Kāhu are in such desperate need of.
Well, her and Tauihi are the most capped for this Kāhu team. She's been around for a long time. She's been able to really grow her game, in particular this year. Bradley gets it to Simmons. Matharu is on her. Jacobs the quick catch and shoot. And the smallest player on the court grabs the rebound.
And off to the races. Can she get the finish? She can.
So good from Matharu. Listen to the bench for the Kāhu. They're stoked for her.
They're making all the noise in the gym right now because the home crowd is silent. They are stunned. They thought they were going to see a Hoiho win. Instead, it's Kāhu all the way.
Oh, look at that. Mansfield just did enough to bat it to Asia Anderson. And again, there were 2 bigs in front of her. Right now with the finish, and yep, timeout is called, and it needed to be done because a 19-point lead for the Kāhu.
Bop, bop, bop is right. Oh my goodness. The Kāhu, are they 0-4 this season? Because this is a completely different team, a completely different attitude. I've done, 3 of the Kāhu home games so far this season, and we haven't seen this kind of energy from them in person. This is the first time that they're out there and they're the aggressors. So many times this season they've been on the back foot, the smaller team allowing the other team to impose themselves physically against them. But they haven't allowed the Hoiho to get comfortable today, because the Kāhu have been out in the lanes, they've been pressuring, they're using their speed advantage. Some would call their size disadvantage. Well, today it's working in their favor.
They did play on Friday and they looked like a much more composed team. They went down 94-90 in a very close game.
Give it up to the Otago dancers.
And steps in the right direction are all you can ask for. Now, Hoiho, they must be rattled. This is not what they expected. They dominated the last time these teams met from start to finish. And the Kāhu on their second game of the day. So if I'm coaching this squad, what I'm saying, hey, let's get back to the plan. How are we going to win this game? We're going to win this game by being patient and attacking them on the interior. Yes, we're down big right now, but it's a long game. We just have to make up a few points here, a few points there, and work our way back. So we're sitting in a good position coming towards that fourth quarter. You're not going to get it all in one. You're going to have to do it one bucket at a time, but it certainly can be done if they've got the right attitude and fortitude to go with it.
They're going into the bigs. This is their strength here. Edwards. That's a tough finish over right now.
And I love that coming out of the timeout. Hey, let's go back to where we know we can dominate. Jesse Edwards, 22 points, 15 rebounds the last time these teams met. Let's start feeding her on the block.
I think the biggest concern too for the Hoiho is that the Kāhu have 30 points in the paint. They give up a whole lot of size to the Hoiho, so they need to protect the rim.
Yeah, definitely. They should have a much better and stiffer defense at that back line of attack than they've shown so far today.
Simmons can't take that one. She was off balance. The pass execution from Bradley, not the one. Mataru gets pickpocketed there from Bradley. Simmons goes hard, doesn't get that one to drop down, but she will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and just a little bit more aggressiveness being shown now from the Hoiho.
Yeah, they came out really looking to push things in transition and keep the Kāhu on their back foot, and it worked early. Then the Kāhu found their second win and got back into things, but those live ball turnovers really enable you to get some offense going before that defense sets. Nice attack there by Simmons. Straight at Talia Tupaya, draws a foul on an offensive player that's really important for the Kāhu. Just the first foul on Tupaya though. And back to 15 here, 4 minutes. And at this point, you're like, hey, look at that. We've made up 4 minutes late. Can we make a point a minute? Can we get ourselves back to 12 or 11 at halftime?
Mansfield has been good in this game. The distribution and just the fluidity of the passing has been a lot better, and as I say that, the Hoiho get in the passing lane and disrupt. Well, Pizzy, she hesitated there too.
Yeah, she was trying to bait her into another foul. Just good smart play, give some time. But the live ball turnovers, once again, for the Kāhu. That is the only mistakes you can't make at the moment. If you're shooting, things are going well.
Right now was in the perfect position, great vision as well.
How about Talia Tupaya, 6 points? That was her 8th assist. She is slicing and dicing him with the pass right now.
She has been given the keys to drive this team around. That's exactly what she's done in the footwork from Taylor Simmons.
That is fantastic footwork. Take another look at it. Pizzy with the save. Simmons does a little step. Might have got away with a little shuffle. But she gets the hoop, the harm, and she's off to the Chemist Warehouse for 3. They've cut it down to 13. Might make it 12 on this one as the Otago Dance Crew tries to get the fans excited.
What do the Kāhu need to do to make sure they secure the win today? Because there have been games where they did have the lead and they let it drop. So what, obviously they need consistency, but in what areas?
Well, I mean, more than anything is energy. Even in this little period here, this last 2 minutes, the energy that was so high when they were up 19 has dipped. And you can see the body language dip, and it's so hard when you've lost 4 or 5 games to start a season, because you know, the same way success is a habit, losing becomes a habit. And you get used to being, okay, we're up. and then something bad happens and you can feel the weight of that bad thing. So got to have that goldfish memory. Just whatever happened on the last play, that's the last play. What we need is energy and efficiency, play after play. Leave that last one behind and keep marching forward. They've done a nice job of taking the challenge physically early, but you can tell the Hoiho have reasserted themselves. They're back going to the rim. They're back attacking the glass. What can the Kāhu do to combat that coming out of this timeout? This Hoiho squad is starting to play with a little bit more confidence. And here we see Simmons to the line. Misses that one.
But they get the board, and that's what counts. And they'll take another trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Foul called on number 8, Andy Curtin for the Kāhu.
Well, Beck Pizzi, activity on the glass. The Hoiho is starting to enforce themselves physically once again. When these teams met last time, it was so impressive by the Hoiho on the glass. They dominated so many parts of that game. But the glass in particular, they had a 63-34 rebound advantage last time these teams played. Just about doubling up what was happening there. And that's not the case today. Right now, it's the Kāhu with a 15-14 advantage. But you can see the Hoiho trying to keep that from being the case.
Well, absolutely harassing Morton Jones were the Hoiho. Again, it's just that little bit of aggressiveness has come back into the Hoiho game. I don't think they would have enjoyed getting all those points put on them.
Love this defense extending past the three-point line. You can't let the Kāhu get comfortable and initiate sets right at the three-point line. You have to force them 7-8 feet off, and that's where they get those line ball steals once again.
Another block coming in from Edwards.
You got to get it right to her body. If you don't knock her off her line, she's going to get her hands on that ball.
Pulls up for the mid-range shot right now, leaves it behind, but there was no one there from the Hoiho to collect. And she had left behind. Fire calling the shots. Right now, look for the pick and roll. Curtin for 3. His arms everywhere. Mansfield. Morton Jones gets that ball knocked away, and it last came off her. So that Hoiho again with another stop.
Unlucky there. But the name of this game has not been stops. 49-38 with 2 minutes left. The Kāhu offense is exploded. And that's despite not, I mean, you can see the efficiency there. 78% from inside the arc, 33% from outside of it.
Pizzi, yeah, gets it to Edwards.
Oh, that's the foul that Haley right now can't have. Just to reach in. Because she's going to have to continue to play at on that razor's edge physically against the size of Edwards down low. Sends Edwards to the line, and a more definitive offense, a more predictable offense out of the timeout has seen the Hoiho start to work their way back in. They were down 19. That free throw there. Could have cut it to 10, still can cut it to 10. Want to make here.
They're 8 from 10, the Hoiho from the free throw line.
How about this Beck Pizzi stat line? 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Let's get on the triple-double watch. Beck Pizzi, right on Cat, looking for a 5x5 as well.
Pizzi made her tour firm debut this year after playing a lot of her basketball in Australia. You know a lot of these women well. Been in and around that. Tupaya gets it stolen, and she's certainly fouled. She was jersey grabbing and everything.
Yeah, it's a easy call to make. I think she'll be fortunate if it's not unsportsmanlike because there's no play on the ball there. She's just grabbing her from behind when she's going for a loose ball. So I would expect to see those arms cross here and an unsportsmanlike be called. Let's see what they talk about it. There was that activity afterwards too when Tupaya goes up. Let's see what he calls. And that is unsportsmanlike. Everybody off of the line there. The whistle is made, and what an opportunity here for the Hoiho.
The DJ read the room too, I like that.
Big shots from Pizzi. Hits the first. Now this is going to be 2 free throws and possession. And those are the mental mistakes that really crush you when you're searching for that first win. That's cut it to 8. First time it's been under double digits for quite some time, and a chance to go all the way down to 5 here.
Well, this game has certainly had its ebbs and flows. We've seen both teams go on scoring runs. The Hoiho, though, have done an excellent job to bring themselves well and truly back into this game, because it could have blown out. It could have got ugly.
It could have, but good timeout. And they've come out and they've responded. They're back to the game plan that they wanted to start with. And that's right inside onto the block.
Edwards has Curtin on her, forced to put it up. That's good defense from Curtin, but it's won back by Jacobs. And they'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe again, and it's a prolonged period of time down this end of the court.
And that's the thing about the Hoiho. It's not just Edwards and Pizzi, but Jacobs has great size on the wing. Taylor Simmons, she's just a workhorse down there. Not the tallest player, but physically adept. And so you've got to box out every position. That times Jacobs gets forgotten about, and she's the one who corrals the O board and gets herself to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. All the way down to 6. What a response.
Huge swing of momentum. At first it was with the Hoiho, then the Kāhu came back, and was it what, a 20-2 scoring run? Something crazy like that. Mansfield charging ahead into the paint, and oh, that's tough on Edwards. I thought that was clean, but not to be.
Foul called on Jesse Edwards.
It's been a 15-2 scoring run here for the Hoiho to get back in the game. Beautiful little take there by Mansfield. A little change of direction, freezes the defenders right into the body of Edwards. And that's what you have to do against shot blockers, get to the body. Mansfield disappointed in herself, but should feel good with the Kāhu maybe exerting control in this last minute 20.
It's good. So they've finally registered some points after it seemed like a lifetime. Hoiho with over a minute left to play. Simmons somehow came up with that one.
Oh, that's not a charge. That's not a charge at all. Unfortunate call there, but I thought Simmons, there was a little contact, but just well sold by Matharu underneath. This is an area that the Hoiho really attacked Matharu last time, was on the block. And Simmons was one of those main perpetrators. This time, Matharu was able to put her body on the line and get the whistle.
And it helps too, because of the size disadvantage. It makes it look a little bit more emphatic.
Yeah, that's why those little guys are always faking.
Well,
I take it personally still.
Yeah. Let it go, Casey Frank.
Never.
Mansfield can't convert down the other end. Simmons gets it to Bradley, and yeah, she had the front space that Edwards just has to put it up. Oh, that's good D from Curtin.
Well, she does just enough. Edwards, I think if she would have been a bit more patient, would have been an easy finish, but she didn't feel comfortable. And that means she doesn't get the finish. Great D by Bradley getting the screen there.
Matharu. Curtin leaves it behind.
Oh no. That was a clean pick, man. Tiniest bit of body contact, but I thought that was clean. The Kāhu, I think, are pretty happy about that call to go in their way. They're going to be not yet at the free throw line. That's just the 4th team foul by the Hoiho in this quarter.
I think what the Kāhu are doing well is they've been stretching the floor well enough that there seems to be a whole lot of space in the paint, which is why they've got more points in the paint than the Hoiho.
Oh, jeez. Another foul called. This whistle has gotten tight against the Hoiho in the last minute or so. It is just a little bit of a touch, I think, on the arm. Didn't see a lot of contact from our angle. And that's going to be Jacobs to the bench. Which foul did she just pick up there? That could be a problem.
We can sense the frustration on the court, not only from the Hoiho, but from the match officials. And I think just some of the back chat that they've had throughout the game is probably coming back to bite them.
I believe that's just the 2nd personal foul on Jacobs.
BNZ player timeout being taken here. And it's your chance to win some tickets with BNZ. Get your tickets to the big game. And what do you say, Casey Frank? We wanted to see all the different kind of groups there are to get in to some of the matches that we have around the country.
Any kind of group. School groups, community groups, baking groups, collecting groups, footy groups, groups.
Groupies?
Poop groups?
You want groupies?
No, we don't want those. This is a family show. Use that QR code, player timeouts, ticket to the big game. Thanks, all thanks to the BNZ.
Edwards reaches high to get that one, Bradley.
We could call that player timeout early, so a 3-second discrepancy between shot clock and game clock.
Bradley can't connect, and I think they probably needed to just go into the paint, so it
They
gives.
have their timeout, they don't use it.
They do. Oh, block! Big time block coming in from Edwards. That is
Third block of the game for Jesse Edwards, and that's halftime.
halftime. And Edwards, that's a big block from her. 43-51 to Kāhu. Still chasing their first win of the season. They're in prime position at the moment, but the Hoiho are refusing to go anywhere. Do not go away, because we will have all the analysis from the first half after this break.
Well, it's now time for our Meridian. Team photo. All the best to both teams.
What up, chat? How we doing, TikTok? Taylor and I are back in the break to answer all your questions, but you got no questions. You just got this guy Alex talking rubbish. You're not covering anybody's bills. Don't believe him. Don't comment live. He's full of it. Conrad Kirkham. Yes, that was an air ball. I think it got blocked though, so we'll call that a block shot. Jesse Edwards' third block of the half. In a game that's going nicely back and forth a little bit here. Not this one between the youngsters, but between the Kāhu and the Hoiho. Thanks, Taylor. Great to have you here.
I was looking at the kids and wondering, okay, yep.
It's true. We don't get paid for the commercial breaks, so you're just on break now.
Wait, are you getting paid to be here?
Let's hope so. Well, no, let's hope so. I do got to pay the bill somehow. Impressed by the Kāhu. Second game of the weekend. They've come out, put in some effort, much like that young fella put some effort in diving on the ball. But here in the second half, looking for, I think it's going to be the Hoiho down the stretch, exerting more of their game plan.
I think what I've enjoyed the most, actually, is seeing the Hoiho's come back, their fight back. I love to see a team who will not just lay down. And I think we're going to have a game on our hands, especially in that third quarter. But I think the onus now is on the Kāhu. Like, can they close out this game? Because they haven't been able to all season. And they did have a 19-point lead at one stage, and it's been chopped right down. So I think it's actually going to be a battle of the coaches.
Yeah, nice job by the Kāhu to get themselves back in this ball game, give themselves a position, put themselves in position to win the game. Everybody pispering. But anyway, but it's just going to be tough. I think that overall the physicality of the Hoiho is going to come to the forefront. Do the Kāhu have answers? Well, that's what the second half is for. We'll see. That's great pivoting by that young fella. Excellent pivot. Any questions? Toss them in the chat. Anybody got a question for us? Anybody? Who else is still in here? Joshua, you got anything to say? Anybody? Nothing? All right. Well, Taylor and I will be out of here in 30 seconds, but we will be back one more time here at the half, and then one more time at the third quarter.
Someone asked if we're playing the Kiwis beforehand. No, you have to pay for that.
Alania? Yo, where is this? This is New Zealand. It's in Otipoto, also known as Dunedin.
No more Hokima, welcome back to Sky's coverage of the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And the BNZ Northern Kāhu are up 51 points to 43, searching for their first win of the season, and it may come. But the Hoiho, they are refusing to go away. It has been a game of momentum. It's been ebbs and flows. But at the moment, the Kāhu are sitting in prime position. Casey Frank, what are your thoughts?
They've been so efficient from the floor. They're shooting 59% from the field, 75% from inside the arc. The Hoiho, on the other hand, haven't found their normal efficiency from deep, just 2 for 11 from beyond the arc. Take a look at the leading scorers, Mansfield and Curtin leading the way with those midi games of Mansfield. She has been incredibly efficient for those 13 points. Claire Jacobs, 12 points. Pizzi and Simmons behind her with 8 apiece. Nice balanced scoring for both squads. Looking at the rebounds, where last time was a 30-point shellacking in favor of the Hoiho. 19-18 at the half in favor of the Kāhu. Great job there right now. Curtin, Morton, Jones, Matharu, Anderson, everybody competing together. Pizzi leading the way with 6 for the Hoiho. How about Talia Tupaya? 8 assists in the first half. Goodness, she was really connecting, had some beautiful sets out there. Pizzi, 4 assists. Threatening a triple-double right now. Block party for Jesse Edwards down there in Dunners. Actually, I shouldn't say that, Dunedin. So a bunch of people might just show up and you say block party. But
you are in real risk of doing that in Dunedin. There's a party on every block in the Studentville.
Well, overall, statistically, things in favor of the Kāhu. The 2 watchouts I'm looking for are turnovers. Too many for both teams. 10 for the Kāhu, or not 10 for the Hoiho, 9 for the Kāhu. The team that lowers that here in the second half, I think they've got the upper hand.
51-43, the Kāhu leading over the Hoiho. It is going to be an exciting second half coming up. Hey TikTok, Casey Frank lied. We're actually back 2 more times before we say goodbye. We're back now for a couple minutes before we go back live on it. And hello to everyone on FIBA YouTube as well. I saw someone say, what age grade is this? This is open women's, not age grade cap. We're not in college or anything like that.
Are they talking about the kids?
Oh.
Could be talking about the kids out there. But
no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
The kids are out there getting it done. We did have a question about Faithful Lao Searle. I do not know where she's at in this game. She was not listed on the PSR for the Hoiho today. Let me check her out.
Oh, she wasn't on the PSR, but
she is an emergency player today, so she is not available. So if a couple of people get hurt, then she will be available to come into that one. Thanks for that question.
I saw lots of people say get well soon, Miles.
Yeah.
That was a self-inflicted. What did he do? He was walking in his door or something?
I asked him what he did. He sent me a picture. I actually didn't pay any attention. He just told me about it today.
It was something lame. It wasn't cool.
I do have a sweet picture of his knee, though.
I don't want to see unsolicited pictures of Andrew Mulligan's legs.
Good choice. Good choice.
I might be blinded. They're so pale.
This is what he did. He stepped up at home and turned to step back down, and his leg gave way. It snapped. Man, turning 50.
That man was not built to be an athlete.
Turning 50 is not fun. What up, Roadrunner in Dunedin? Thanks for joining us on the chat today. Sanika in Dunedin as well. We've got a lot of Hoiho fans here on the chat. And it looks like the Hoiho are working their way back in this game. But if the Kāhu do win this game, then we've got a real chase for the 4th and final playoff spot.
The bigger question is, though, why are you watching here and not at the Edgar Centre?
That's true. If you're in Dunners, get to a game.
Hey, that's my friends.
Congrats.
Actually, that's my cousin. Well, it's my husband's cousin. What does that make her to me?
Man, you're just making up stories, eh? Are you just a storyteller?
Isn't that all being a commentator? Is just telling stories?
The truth comes out. Well, solid start to this game for both teams. High level of scoring. I think we're going to see more of that scoring in the second half. All offense, no breaks. I'm happy to see no more D in this one. We're with you for another 20 seconds here in the chat. If you've got any questions, let them out. And the only question we have answered one. Matt, get well soon, Moles. I'm not going to pass that along. I don't want Moles to get well. Just joking. It is a good day. We will catch you at the 3rd quarter break for the last time. Toss your questions in the chat now.
playing drill music on a Sunday in Dunedin. That is the only place you'll find that here in Aotearoa. It is a very good contest here at the Edgar Centre. We've got the Kāhu searching for their first win of the season, and the Hoiho, who are refusing to go away. Last time these two teams played, we've mentioned a couple of times, the Hoiho put about 30 points on them. It was not close. Defense was the biggest issue for the Kāhu, but also their discipline. However, today, their defense has been sound and their offense has showed us a bit of variation, Casey Frank.
Yeah, we've seen some nice half-court sets. No reliance on the three-point shot, but a great efficiency inside too. Normally the Hoiho, a better shooting team today, just 18% in that first half from deep. If they can't find a little bit more efficiency from range, it's going to be a tough one. They've made up for it with 13 out of 15 attempts from the free throw line compared to just 6 attempts and 3 makes for the Kāhu. So that's why the Hoiho were able to work their way back into the game. My question is, can the Kāhu keep up this efficiency offensively from inside too? 75% in that first half. That is going to be difficult to stick with. If not, where does the offense come from? Can they force some turnovers, get some easy ones? For the Hoiho, as this game goes along, it seems like they're settling back into their game plan, asserting themselves on the block a little bit more, and forcing some turnovers. So taking care of the basketball is going to be of paramount importance here in the second half, but I'm really watching down on that block. Which team gets in foul trouble? Which team is able to finish more at the rim more often? Probably the team that's going to get that dub.
The Kāhu have only had 6 opportunities from the free throw line in comparison to the Hoiho's 15. Is that the Hoiho not being aggressive enough on defense, or do you think that's okay? Let's keep off the bodies.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the Kāhu are looking for that mid-range game. They're not really getting all the way to the cup, so I think they're not enforcing themselves. And what I also think is Edwards is doing such a good job of the back line, just reaching up with that hand. She doesn't have to foul because she's got that length, she's got that shot blocking ability as that backline defender. If they do start to get in foul trouble, then I think that's when it's going to be a time to change things up. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of zone activity from the Kāhu in this half. Maybe that can lessen the grip that the Hoiho have on the box right now.
The Kāhu in the baby blue and the Hoiho in the ombre navy.
The ombre. Fantastic.
Isn't that what ombre is?
It is. It's just not often you hear uniforms described like that. And also, I'm also just pleased with myself that I know what that is.
You say a few words every commentary game where I actually have to go back and look them up in the dictionary.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'd probably make most of them up. But that's okay. It's all entertaining. Smiles for everybody. Yeah, we take a look at Edwards, and you can see the size advantage she has on the front line of the Kāhu. Kāhu have been playing together. How about Mary Morton-Jones into the starting lineup here in the second half? Looks like the import Roberts may have been shelved.
Yeah, Morton
Haven't
Jones.
seen her from her early. I'm not sure if there's something physical there, but she has not played since the very beginning of the game.
Jacobs. The curtain got a hand to it, so they will inbound the ball again. But yeah, you're right. We haven't seen Roberts. And it's interesting because we thought that this Kāhu team would have imported more height. They've gone for the likes of Roberts and Matharu, but now they've gone with Morton Jones on the court as Simmons gets a whack on the head that goes uncalled.
Nice D. Swarmed Edwards in the low post there. You see on that catch, multiple defenders get on her. When she tries to kick it out, it's just a little fingertip, and that's enough to wreck the offensive chances of the Hoiho. And now the Kāhu, let's see where they're attacking here in the second half.
Morton Jones to Paya, who plenty of assists in her pocket today, but she goes for one herself, can't finish. It bobbles and falls into Morton Jones, and Edwards just swats it. Get that out of here.
A little aggressive with that pass, probably had the shot. Now Simmons is attacking in transition.
Look at the footwork and the movement. Oh, doesn't get it to drop. Unfortunate.
Excellent board by Rynell against the bigger Edwards. And Kāhu back on the counterattack. Tapaya's got Pizzi out there on the wing. I'm surprised she didn't try to attack off the bounce.
Morton Jones, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. How did Mansfield slice through there?
unlucky for Curtin on the finish off the tip, doesn't get it. Now it's the Hoiho coming back if Paige Bradley can stop kicking around with it.
Simmons. Stagnant, looking for something herself, pulls up for the mid-ranger.
Kāhu don't have the same pace they had early. I wouldn't mind seeing them lift that pressure on the run a little bit.
Tupaya.
Tupaya get that back.
Somehow, because she's Talia Tupaya. Doesn't finish though.
Great job by Bradley to be physical but not foul. And she's got the catch.
Bradley to Simmons, who has Rynell. It's a bit stagnant there, looking for someone to do something. Simmons has to go herself and does get a whistle. Might have been on the floor.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the hook, actually. Rynell has the same thought process. But Rynell with the body contact first, take another look at it. Simmons is trying to set her up for this move there. Look at that hook. Instead, it's Rynell getting whistled for the body contact. Certainly one that, of those 50-50 calls that could go either way, goes against Rynell as she picks up her third personal foul of the ballgame. Sorry, maybe second. Sorry, second. Big difference between those two numbers, so don't want to get that wrong.
Particularly in the game of basketball.
Specifically in Tauihi this season, we've moved from 6 fouls back to 5 fouls. Haven't seen a big effect, but it certainly does hamper the defense when you've got 2 or 3.
Anderson back onto the court as well for the Kāhu, the ever reliable Anderson.
Great D, Simmons. Just a really talented physical defender who doesn't let Anderson get away with the fadeaway.
Simmons wants to try and get around the outside of Anderson. She's calling for someone to cut along into the paint. Can't get her own offensive board.
Got some numbers here defensively to the Hoiho. Do they look for a double? They don't.
A little bit stagnant on offense for the Hoiho, which has led to those stops. But here goes Mansfield. Pulls the trigger from the left corner.
Well, Rynell uses the shot fake, gets into the teeth of the defense, draws that help. But doesn't want to shoot on Edwards, so sets it up for Mansfield. And Mansfield's got it in her hands again after the turnover.
Yeah, Tupaya.
Oh, dime!
The no-look pass with the block as well, my goodness.
Busy, fantastic defensively. Look at that run from Edwards. We got wide open Jacobs on the other side. Oh, Edwards just topples through Talia Tupaya. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Beautiful pass there as we get the replay of the Mansfield finish. I'm actually curious as to that foul on the other end. I didn't see it. I was looking at the basketball and didn't see who it was that drew that charge on Edwards running down the lane.
It was Tupaya. What she did is she saw that Edwards had eyes only for the ball, wasn't looking where she was going, so planted her feet.
Yeah, it makes me angry when guards do that. Smart play, though. Heads up play.
Don't forget to watch the highlight show. There'll be some of them, including some of the dimes we've seen from Mansfield with the no-lookers. Here's a great cross-court pass coming in from the Hoiho. And shutting that space down was Rynell and Anderson.
If that foul's on Rynell or Anderson, big difference there. I'm really hoping that it is on Anderson. Didn't see the ref's call there, so we'll have to wait for the stats to catch up. Take another look at it. Good kick ahead. Jacobs gets in, and I'm not sure if that's on the arm or with the body. Either way, it's Jacobs to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, hitting the first, cutting the lead back to 7.
That's 14 points for Jacobs.
Down by 6, the Hoiho, the Kāhu with possession. Oh, stealing it too was Jacobs. She's got no one in front of her, but the ball's gone too far ahead.
Paige Bradley, back-to-back steals there. Ambitious with the pass. Unfortunately, Jacobs can't track it down. Opportunity goes wanting.
Matharu onto the court, and there's another foul against Simmons. Simmons has picked up.
Yeah, she's been active. Simmons does get whistled there. That's her third personal. And they update that foul previously was on Asia Anderson. So Asia Anderson picked up that foul. Her second instead of Haley Rynell's third.
Simmons takes a seat, and again, Jacobs gets a hand to it, but it's stolen back by Matharu right now. Shrugs off the first defender.
Late call, N1. Edwards gets her hand in the cookie jar. Rynell gets the N1 opportunity. Off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for the old-fashioned three-point play. Determined drive here. Shakes the double, goes right into the body of Edwards.
Let's see who comes to the bench. Zoe Richards taking her place. Well, you heard the kids, they want pizza.
Right now, and an opportunity to try and pull away here from the Hoiho.
Just on the 2 free throws.
Richards back onto the court. Jacobs the bounce pass to Richards is good. She bumps into Rynell, who had a tough body shot there. To Paya, oh, to Curtin. She hits the deck.
Well, both teams are attacking. And right now it's the Kāhu doing a better job of defending without fouling than the Hoiho are able. All this activity down low, too many hands caught in the cookie jar on this end of the court. The fouls are really adding up for the Hoiho. Simmons with 3, Edwards with 3, Jacobs has 2. Looking at the Kāhu, Talia Tupaya with 3, and Morton Jones, Rynell, and Curtin with 2 apiece.
All big names as well. Danger signs for the Hoiho. They have to have prolonged minutes on the benches. Jacobs just didn't put enough on that shot.
That's her shot there, just misread it a little bit. What a steal there by
Oh, the handles as well from Lil Dart.
She's got numbers ahead.
Bradley sets her feet, plants for the triple. Matharu comes up with the rebound.
Good activity by Dart, but Hoiho cannot convert. That's a couple of missed opportunities on live ball turnovers.
Push that lead back out to 10 now as Curtin is off the mark with that shot. Bradley trying to go quickly.
Rynell picks up the foul there. Trying to go through Zoe Richards. That's going to be the 3rd personal on Rynell, and that's a cheapie. She doesn't want to waste air. She wants to save him for her post D. Talia Tupaya will head to the bench for a bit as Mansfield checks back in.
Well, give and get, but Jacobs! She finds the bottom of the net now. She needs to get hot if they can get this one.
Quick release, man. Quick release from Jacobs there. Does well of just lining it up, knocking it down. Just the 3rd make from 3 for the Hoiho. Now 3 for 13.
What's the reply from the Kāhu? They go to Curtin, who has Richards in front of her. Richards
Richards has the hands down low first. She brings him high late, but has him down low early. Not sure what the second whistle is for. Take another look at hit the passer. Pass back to the passer. Old school, tricky basketball, in and out. Banks a triple 7-point difference, but Curtin to the line. Abby Curtin, 14 points, 5 rebounds up to this point. And a late sub will disrupt her rhythm.
She averages 13.25 per game. She turned 28 on Friday.
Happy birthday. No better way to celebrate your birthday than a doubleheader on the road.
It's good to see the country.
It's good to see the country. And by country, you mean hotels and gyms.
Well, hopefully they can get a win on the road for here today. There's Richards. There's one little dart. Gets the ball and Mansfield at the same time. Tough finish from Lil Dart, and she looks her down as well.
Well, really good attack there. Lillian Dart didn't have the best first half, didn't really impose her will at all, but has come out aggressive here in the second. That's her first bucket of the game, and she could be a weapon. And the Hoiho need to utilize her.
Disrupting the pass was Jacobs again. She's been good defensively in the right places. And another big finish there for the Hoiho in the paint, going back to their strength.
An unfortunate foul for Abby Curtin. who runs all the way back in. Great vision by Paige Bradley. She's thinking past the whole time. And look at Curtin, just gets in there, gets Pizzy on the back. That's the third personal on Curtin. And so it's now some real foul issues for that front line of the Kāhu. That's 3 on Curtin, that's 3 on Rhinell, that's 3 on Talia Tupaya. They're gonna have to be very careful down the stretch not to pick up another a couple of those fouls.
Well, Curtin and Rhinell, that's their height right there.
That's the entirety of that front line, really.
And so could we see perhaps Tuilave coming into the game just to dip her toes in?
Yeah,
Doesn't come in cold turkey and pulling them fouls out?
Yeah, we'll see if it does come to that level, if they do get a 4th foul and need to give a little bit of time. This young fella's putting up some shots. Well, not that young, but young and shooting. But it's a good question. How do they respond? My guess is Morton Jones and a little bit more Asia Anderson, probably sticking with the tighter rotation. Or, is it possible that Jasmine Roberts gets the shoulder tap again, even though she seems to not be the first choice at the moment?
And then equally, you're Tom Marshall. What's your game plan to try and get them fouled out? Who are you getting the ball to? Because equally, a lot of their players are on high foul counts.
Yeah, when you look at the Hoiho, 3 fouls for Simmons, 3 fouls for Edwards, 2 for Jacobs, 2 for Bradley. But it's all about attacking that back line. Force them into bad decisions. Keep going at the rim. This Hoiho team, I think, more than anything, can't settle for 3-point shots right now. Having shot just 3 for 13. Their activity's down low. 4 points the difference. Comes down to defense here.
At one stage, the Kāhu had a 19-point lead. The Hoiho have shown resilience to bring it right back down to 4. It has been a long time since they led. They haven't led since the opening minutes of the first quarter. Curtin can't connect there, but Matharu, tough. And then finally, right now, 3rd time lucky.
I just love the nose for the ball that Aaliyah Matharu has. She just finds a way to get that rock. Smallest player in the court picks up that rebound, gets Rhinell that second chance opportunity.
Dot to her point guard, Pizzy. Has Rhinell there.
Gotta shoot it.
Less than a second left. Ice cold stuff from Paige Bradley.
She's so deep, she's out of the camera cruise range. Paige Bradley from right of screen drains the triple. That could be a momentum shifter here for the Hoiho.
The Kāhu will want to silence him, and they do through Matharu. She's been a super sub for them this season.
Yeah, she just about 14 minutes now, but already up to 11 points. So effective. And the sloppy turnover by the Hoiho. That is the last thing they want.
Tupaya to Curtin. Mansfield just goes on her own, drives it right to the basket.
Oh, and Mansfield standing out of bounds and touches it. Unfortunate. Always thought if you were completely out of bounds, you counted it as part of out of bounds. But every call that's ever happened that way has not been the opinion of the officials.
Down by 5 with just over 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
5 points of difference, 2 minutes left. Where do the Hoiho go? Jacobs has been the hot hand here in the 3rd.
What can they conjure up? Tizzy gets it back out. Back-to-back triples. Here we go, down by 2. Paige Bradley feeling it.
Up to 12 points now, 6 straight for the Hoiho as she gets her eye in from deep.
Matharu showing us her footwork right now for a triple attempt. Well, that is a great answer back.
Everybody shooting the ball. There's nothing left in that rock. It is getting used up. 3 straight triples. Nice pass by Zoe Richards. Pizzy with the finish and the foul.
They go to the line too.
Oh, is that Rhinell from behind? Or Matharu from the front? If that's Rhinell, that is foul number 4.
Well, Jodie Cameron is blowing up. Let's take a look here at the GJ Gardner home replay.
That's going to be Matharu on the backside. Just a little late in that rotation. When you're Matharu's size, you can't try and get it from behind. You have to get in there early to take the pass. Nice job by Pizzy to be down there in the dunker spot. The N1 timely, cutting it to a 1-possession ball game.
Very close battle here at the Edgar Centre. just blowing by is Matharu. She's been exceptional.
Yeah, she has really been a burst of energy here in the second half. 13 points for her now.
Dart, little dart. Oh, big finish over the top of Matharu. Looks at the match officials asking for the whistle. It's not coming.
Yeah, she's got a lot of size there. You're going to get away with a little contact when you're giving up that match size, but too much of a straight line drive afforded Dart there.
Oh, the angle was good from Mansfield, and everyone's diving on the ball. Adria Anderson has it. Now Jacobs. Whose ball?
Oh, that's a jump ball called. I think the Jacobs a little unlucky. Looked like she had clean possession there. But they're going to call the jump ball, and it's going to stick with the Kāhu. 11 seconds on the shot clock now.
You can see the effort because we keep mentioning it, but for those that are just joining us, the Kāhu haven't won a game this year.
You keep saying it, Tim.
Well, because
it's true.
They're going to show that they are desperate.
Desperation is the name of the game. When you haven't gotten a win, and you're chasing the team ahead of you, which is the Hoiho. Oh, illegal screen. Whistled there. Was that on Curtin? Because if so, that could be devastating. That would be her 4th personal.
Quite a remarkable comeback from the Hoiho, down by 19 now. Only down by 2. They've outscored the Kāhu 24-18 in this third quarter. She's been chipping away at the big lead that they gave up in that first quarter. They were down by 10 going into the break back then. Not just down by 2. All a bit bunched there for the Hoiho.
Tauihi makes it again. Tauihi was completely out of that play. She got lost. She was about to get screened by Pizzi. Pizzi just cannot be that physical there because Jacobs was wide open on the wing because Tauihi was down there for the help. And unfortunate for the Hoiho, a wide open look goes the other way. Another heads up play by Talia Tauihi. Works her way into the official. She's got 6 points and 9 assists today. And that's the 5th foul she's drawn.
Mansfield goes alone and then dishes it off to Rynell, and they get a whistle. It won't drop, but it's a trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line, and they'll take that one.
Good foul, Paige Bradley. It is her 3rd personal, so that makes things tight, but took away a short make from Rynell. Pretty fortunate it didn't go in because that could have been a momentum-shifting 3-point play. Instead, it's Rynell at the Chemist Warehouse stripe, draining the first. And a chance to drain the second and make it a 2-possession ball game heading into the final term.
The Hoiho fighting with each other. I don't think they realized who had possession. So it is 70 points to 67. The Kāhu holding on ever so slightly to the lead over the Hoiho.
Six, 7. Come on, chat. We got to be better than 6-7. Night and day. What's up? Favorite flavor? Thick shake?
Oh.
I'm going chalky styles.
I'm like a spearmint lime person, eh?
Oh my!
I know.
That is surprising. Alex is covering nobody's bills. Don't listen to him. A lot of 6-7 chat. I'm staying away from the 6-9, and that is the gist of our chat. All right, 6-7s.
No, we're not. We're not having a live stream of the Kiwi Sambal game. You have to go and get some Sky Sports subscription for that one.
You have to sub for some stuff. We're giving you a little taste here and there, but you have to get subscriptions for some things. If anybody has any questions in the game, gentlemen, quickly, because this is the last time we will be chatting with you today. What a matchup. The Kāhu up 3 on the Hoiho. Which way you think this is going down the stretch, Taylor? You can be honest here. It's on TikTok.
I think the Hoiho are going to come back and do it, eh? I just think that the desperation of the Kāhu might play a factor here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. They've just been slowly.
I want to be proved wrong.
They've been walking them down. I think they're going to done. We appreciate you, chat. We'll catch you on the next one. Every Sunday's TikTok live stream. But for now, we're back to broadcast.
No more Hokema, welcome back to the final quarter of this brilliant game of basketball in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League. Coming to you live from the Edgar Centre in Dunedin, and welcome into everyone watching all over the globe on FIBA YouTube, on TikTok, ESPN and Sky Sport here in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, Aotearoa, that is how te reo you say New Zealand for everybody who's watching from around the world, because it can get quite confusing. Confusing for some people here as well.
So it is the Hoiho with first possession in the last quarter. They haven't had the lead since the first.
Really like that drive by Jacobs to attack Talia Tupaia. She's got 3 fouls. And even though she hasn't been huge in terms of scoring, her presence has been a lot. Mansfield somehow misses the bunny, and the Hoiho coming back the other way.
Bradley wants to go quickly. The bounce pass threads it through to Simmons, who's back on court after foul trouble, and that's how you start the quarter.
Beautifully threaded there by Paige Bradley. Gets the defense to commit out, but it was Simmons going backdoor the whole time. 1 point the difference now.
Matharu steps back for the triple. Oh, goes around the rim, but doesn't drop.
Kāhu have had their best success when that ball gets through hands. I'd like to see that ball go side to side more on a key possession like that.
Richards palms it off to Jacobs. Over the top of Tupaia, overcooked that one, too much on it.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot as much as the first attack. Needs a little bit more aggression going to the rim. The three-point line has not been kind to the Hoiho today, where they're just 5 for 15.
Tupaia to Anderson, waiting in the wings for it. Doesn't connect. This time it is Bradley. They're down by 1. Looking to retake the lead. Simmons to Pizzi, gets the kiss off the glass, and the Hoiho take the lead for the first time since the opening minutes of this game.
Kāhu needing that rotation to come over. Mansfield comes, goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Easy finish for Pizzi.
Right now, back into Matharu, and good defense, but again.
Oh, is that Simmons from behind? That could be unfortunate for Hoiho fans. There we see the finish again. Pizzi on the other side. I think that was Simmons, the 4th personal foul there from behind. Thought it might have been Richards from the front, but it is Simmons from the back. She picks up foul number 4.
Oh, Claire Jacobs is wiping the floor with the rest of the team.
Those look like rallies in Australia.
Scan that QR code and vote for your Good Health Game MVP. And it's a tough one to call because there's been standouts across both teams. Paige Bradley scored the shots well. Tupaia as well for the Kāhu.
I feel like my MVP is going to be who's the game winner today.
Yeah, I feel like the game-winning shot is going to be the difference. Bradley. Shot clock winding down. Block from behind from Tupaia. Pizzi!
Big shot! Big shot, Pizzi! She's up the hizzy in this. 19 points. Leading scorer for the Hoiho. She has come down the stretch aggressive. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. And Matharu on the floor.
Hard foul coming in from the Hoiho.
Pizzi with the make. The broken play goes well. Matharu's all right. She's up and at him. But the Kāhu down 4 here. Use that QR code to vote your game MVP. Nothing at stake except opinion, so why not join?
Who is your game MVP?
At this point of the game, I'm going with Paige Bradley. I really like the way she's affected things. 12 points, 6 assists. She's forced 2 steals, but you can't really go away from the effect that Pizzi's had. She's really kept that scoreboard ticking over as of late. When you look at the Kāhu, you know, I really appreciated what Mansfield did offensively early, curtain late. And Tupaia hasn't been scoring the basketball, but her assist game has been key. But once again, it's coming down to the stretch. I think the MVP is going to be earned here in the 4th quarter. Who's going to grab this game by the scruff of the neck and take it home?
Matharu 13 points in this game.
Oh, free pizza too. At least twice get a slice. Everybody at Dunedin might be eating dinner for free.
Oh, good. Little dart with the footwork. Tries to get around Mansfield and then create some space out on the perimeter. Jacob Fred be happy with the release there, and there's bodies all over the ground.
I think Abby Curtin's pretty lucky not to get a foul there, because she just completely took out Lil Dart, who was going for the basketball. Nothing untoward in it, just a lot of effort, but that doesn't mean it's not a foul. Sportsmanship there between the two. Possession back to the Kāhu. I'd like to see a better half-court possession this time around.
74-70, the Hoiho now with the lead. Zara looking for an option. Tauihi gets a shove. A very clear one at that too from Lil Dart.
I don't think there's a better player in the league at feeling contact and understanding when she's getting fouled than Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. She really understood that Dart was out of position there. As we see some evening out of the MVP. Good job, crew at home, making your votes felt.
Tauihi again, as you mentioned, feeling the contact right now. Gets it off the back of the rim.
That's when I think maybe she could have rolled to the rim and given Tauihi an option a little tighter to the cup.
Bradley, just a little pop pass over the top to Edwards. Massive steal from Matharu, but equally Edwards needs to be tougher than that. Matharu steps back for the three, trying to capitalize off her own steal. Right now with the shoulder. Look to the basket, decided against over the long-ranging arms of Edwards.
Edwards just gets that foul there, closes the gap but doesn't move the feet. She picks up foul number 4. And this is serious foul trouble for the Hoiho. 4 for Simmons, 3 for Pizzi, 4 for Edwards now, 2 for Jacobs, 3 for Bradley. It's pretty much everybody who's playing for the Hoiho. Curtin with 4, 3 for Tauihi, 3 for Rhinell.
That MVP list is pretty accurate. All of those players have stood up in different facets of the game.
Well, there it is. Everybody deserves a shout out, because everybody's going out there with a lot of effort, but it's all coming down to these last 6 minutes.
The gap is 2. 6 minutes left in the game. The Kāhu knocking down the door of their first win here. Dart has 2 players on her, so someone's free, but blows by, goes straight to the basket. Good work from Dart.
Like how she attacked the body of Abby Curtin. She's afraid to get up that 5th foul. And a really nice save inside a layup on the finish without grabbing it with 2 hands.
Edwards stays out there with 4 personal fouls. Needs to be careful.
Oh!
Bounces everywhere but in.
Touches every butt of the iron and avoids the ring, or sorry, the net there. Unfortunate.
Right now, almost intercepted that. Edwards with the finish in the paint, and Jodie Cameron wants to talk about it because they're up by 6 now, the Hoiho.
Oh, that's a dicey pass. Could have gone either way. Right now, nearly gets it, but a fortuitous bounce right into the hands of Edwards for the finish. Right place, right time. And now the Hoiho squad have the lead. Jessie Edwards, point number 9 there. Only 3 rebounds in this one. She hasn't had the same effect as the last time, but the collective effort of the Hoiho have them back in the lead by 4.
Pizzi at the moment with a double-double, 19 points, 12 rebounds.
Those 5 assists as well, 3 steals and a block. She has stuffed that stat sheet, shooting 66% at the same time, leading scorer in the ball game. Every starter for the Hoiho has hit double figures with the exception of Jessie Edwards, who's now on 9 points for the Hoiho. Raz Roberts, who only played under 2 minutes and hasn't played since. She's on. She hasn't scored, but the 4 other starters, 3 of them for the Kāhu on double figures. Matharu on double figures off the bench, and Tauihi with those 6 points and 9 rebounds. But I wouldn't be surprised if that ball got through her hands a little bit more down the stretch, and she got a little bit more aggressive looking for her own shot.
And Roberts was a little bit interesting because She made a couple of errors in the opening couple minutes and then took a seat and never came back in. So the Kāhu, they're needing to come up with something now. Tauihi cooking.
Big hit. Big hit. Oh, that's what I want to see. The ball in the hands of Tauihi down the stretch. 9 points now, but getting her eye in. Look for her to take over down the stretch of this ball game.
Such a weapon is Tauihi. It's hard to believe. Last time they played, she was kept to 2 points in the match, but Edwards doing what she does best, and that's dominating the post.
Big pass there and big finish. Edwards takes her time down low. She's now up to 11 points. And I like the patience down low. That's what you have to be when you've got that size.
Tauihi gives it out to wide open. Oh gosh, here we go.
Edwards got sucked into the paint to take away that Tauihi lane. Great find by Tauihi. Her 10th assist of the ball game sets up Curtin for the triple.
Dart totally disrupted there right now. Gets a hand to it, Edwards.
5 on the shot clock. Got to get it up.
Bradley needs to release this one. It's a 3-point shot under pressure, and she says, give me more of it.
Just takes her time, looking for the pass the whole time, but drains the triple, pushes it back to 5. The seesaw fourth quarter continues. There's Tauihi again, accentuating that activity. Look at this, just drags the foot, steps back, hits the triple. Claire Jacobs picks up the personal foul, her 3rd, but the 5th on the team here in the fourth quarter, and that means the Kāhu shooting the rest of the way. Look at those fouls, though. None on the Kāhu up to this point.
That's crazy. In just over 6 minutes of basketball, the Kāhu haven't given up any fouls.
That is a discussion that I would often have with an officiating crew at this point. Oh, 5 on us and none on them. That's hectic. Here in a physical game like this, that's strange. And see if it doesn't even out a little bit down the stretch. Especially as this Hoiho team has to deal with some aggressive defense as the Kāhu look to force turnovers.
This game is going to go right down to the wire. Edwards surveying the options, gets it to Bradley. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Back out they go. Needs someone to crash the boards. And it's still with them.
Yeah, just fortuitous bounce there. Good hustle, and it's rewarded. Edwards with the right decision. Short clock again.
3 seconds left. Has to go. Dart gets blocked by Matharu.
I think the short shot clock there. The Hoiho never really had possession, but 4 or 5 seconds had already run off. Unfortunate for them there.
Mansfield has eyes for the basket. Unfortunate not to get the drop.
Well, this is a key possession here. Paige Bradley needs to run this for who does she want to get a bucket? Looks like she wants Jacobs with the ball.
Bit static here. There's tired bodies out on the court because it's been a high-tempo game. Dart sinks it.
Lillian Dart off the bench. 9 points for her now in just over 19 minutes of play. Curtin answers. The curtain isn't closed just yet.
Don't bring the curtain down on this game. Edwards.
Big shot making down the stretch. Can Jacobs continue? She can.
Oh my gosh. Shooting the lights out here at the Edgar Centre. We're trading blows. We're going pound for pound in the final quarter. Curtin pulls up for the 2-point shot.
I did not mind that offense at all. Locking down Abby Curtin, who's up to 23 points now. She has Jessie Edwards there on 4 fouls, so you know that she can't get handsy defensively. Just give me the ISO, come in and hit the shot. 5 points is the difference, and we're running short on time. Under 3 minutes now, but still plenty of time to get back in this ball game. It is a 2-possession game. 2 stops, 2 triples, and the Kāhu are back in the lead as they chase their first victory of the season. The Hoiho, conversely, with this win, that would give them 3 wins in the win column above the Kāhu as they chase that final playoff position.
Surprised not to see Curtin up there, to be honest, because she's really come into her own.
And she's done well. She is now the leading scorer in the ball game, 23 points. She's got 5 assists, 2 steals as well. for the Hoiho. Claire Jacobs, 20 points leading scorer. She's got 7 rebounds. But how about this Beck Tizzy stat line? 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Beck Tizzy has been everywhere. What a game. The big shot making, the big passes of Paige Bradley, 15.6 assists. They have been timely. Got your work cut out for you trying to pick an MVP, and this one's not over yet.
Oh, and we still have our BNZ player timeouts up our sleeves. Bradley looking for the option, gets it to Edwards. She got the front space, but has a tough curd, and in front of her, who is the foul on?
Wow, just great footwork. That's what they wanted her. They're big on the block. They know she's got the game. She shows the footwork there. Up fake, step through, finish, and one opportunity. Stretches this to a 7-point ball game, possibly 8 on the make. And that foul was on Abby Curtin. She is done for the afternoon. Leading scorer in the ball game, no longer available.
That just goes to show how big that play was, to not only extend the lead, but take out their biggest attacking threat, Asia Anderson, clotheslining Jacobs there.
Yeah, just asking about, how's your father, how's your mother?
So just like that, the lead has extended now to 7. Tauihi tries to hustle her way through, can't do so.
I think Dart gets whistled for that one. That's going to be Tauihi at the Chemist Warehouse stripe now. Dart picks up that foul. Her second of the ball game. Probably better on her than any of the other players with the foul trouble that the Hoiho are looking at.
Todd Marshall trying to figure out how to close out this game. I think their comeback has a lot to do with his coaching and how he ordered his team to adjust in different areas of the game.
We're going to see Taylor Simmons check back in next time there's a stop. Her defensive energy, I think, is a good call. 5 points of difference. Kāhu must have a stop.
Edwards has right now there, goes around and knocks it down tough from Edwards, standing up when it matters.
And they kept her under wraps for so long tonight, but the isolation and foul trouble is so difficult to defend. And Edwards finishes again.
Anderson gets it to Matharu. Matharu's so nifty. Gets her own rebound.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh, and that's a foul, Matharu, just the first. Probably a good one, because the Kāhu are going to have to start fouling now. They're gonna. I think they're going to want to put a few more fouls on the books here. Because if you let the Hoiho have an entire possession here, even if you get the stop, it's probably too big of a gap with 30 seconds to close. So if I'm the Kāhu, I'm probably going to start fouling now. That is not what they decided to do. They're going for the stop.
Down by 7. Time is just getting away from them. Bradley given room to roam.
Oh, Jody Cameron milks it. Gets the foul called to the Beck Pizzy screen. Beck Pizzy picks up her 4th personal now. The strategy works out. They get the illegal screen. Both teams with player timeouts. I might use it here to shorten the clock. Just to save 4 or 5 seconds coming up the floor. The Kāhu do not.
Neither team has used it. Both had the opportunity to. Mansfield, quick release. Needed that one to connect to Tauihi with the foul on Simmons.
Oh, that's Tauihi's foul. That's going to be her 4th personal. And we're not yet shooting, so the Kāhu are going to have to get a few others. Matharu, probably one of the, or she's got 3 fouls. Mansfield with just 1 personal. She can use some fouls here to try and extend the game.
Jack, and that's exactly what she does. Matharu knows she's got fouls to give.
That's her 4th personal, so she's got no more to give. It's be Mansfield has the least amount of foul trouble out there right now. Got to try and get a steal early, and then foul if you don't get it. Next one's free throws.
7 points. Time is getting away from them here. Bradley knows that. She's trying to soak up every opportunity she can. Simmons won't connect there right now. Knows they gotta go quick. Matharu back to Tupaia. Deep three.
That's going to be that.
That is the nail in the coffin. Taylor Simmons delivers. And the Southern Hoiho survived the Northern Kāhu. It was an incredible effort from the Kāhu. They had a 19-point lead, but it's the resilience and the tenacity of the Southern Hoiho to come back and win it by 9. What do you put it down to?
Just a nice job by the Hoiho of sticking with the game plan. Eventually, they were able to impose their physicality and will against the Kāhu. The Kāhu just ran out of bodies. Remember, it's their second game in less than 48 hours. On the back-to-back, had that tough loss against the Queens where they had the lead late, but the Queens responded. And now here, the same thing. They were up the entire game, and then the Hoiho down the stretch control it. Just seems like the Kāhu ran out of juice down the stretch, and they remain winless. Their 5th loss to start the season. The Hoiho stay in the top 4.
Back to the drawing board for the Kāhu. Your good half MVP is Claire Jacobs. Rebecca Pizzi right up there. Outstanding double-double from her today. And it's been a tough season for the Kāhu.
How about Beck Pizzi? 19 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. A very deserved.
Almost got the triple-double.
Just misses the triple-dub. I called it early, but she didn't get there. There's your top scorers. Abby Curtin with 25, Claire Jacobs with 20, but Beck Pizzi with the stat line of the season. 5 double-figure scores for both great teams in this one. Off the bench or off the start. Either way, a lot of activity on the glass. Overall, this category won by the Hoiho 40-37. Beck Pizzi leading the way with 13, Rhinell with 8, battling as always. Matharu, the effort is there. Unfortunately, the win is not. Bradley, 6 assists, 8 assists on this one. I've got the stats lined up here that tells me 9. We'll see what it says later. Talia Tupaia, a big game dishing the rock, 10 assists there. But in the end, not enough to get the Kāhu over the line. Edwards with 4 big blocks.
Well, nothing compensates for height there. A lot of steals as well. Jacobs getting a few. Pizzi as well, 4 steals. She had an absolute game and has certainly made herself a target when it comes to other teams. That is for sure. Well, it doesn't get easier for the Northern Kāhu. They will travel to Tauranga to play the Whai on Thursday night. That is going to be tough. And then the Pauakai host the Queens. And then the Queens go up against the Hoiho again. And they would have recognised some things to work on from this game, where to exploit them and where to shut them down. And then the following week for round 6, we will have the Hoiho kicking off against the Pauakai. And then it's the Whai and Queens, and then Pauakai Kāhu on that week too.
There we have it. What a game. The Kāhu remain winless. The Hoiho get a firmer grip on that 4th finals position. The Kāhu need to start getting those wins, stringing those wins together if they want to get back in the finals chase.
Well, that's all she wrote here from the Edgar Centre in Dunedin. On behalf of myself, Casey Frank, and the rest of the Sky Sport crew, we thank you for watching them and joining us for the Tauihi Women's Basketball here in Aotearoa. And we will see you back here on Thursday night as the Whai host the Kāhu. Mā te wā, have a good day.